Hey, Mr. Tony Brooks. How's it going, man? Mr. Peter Benton. Thanks, Tony. How's it going? I'm good, man. I'm good. I was outside filming the sun all day, actually. 2 hours. 2 hours. I didn't get anything. I didn't get anything. I was hoping to. Nice to see you, Peter Benton. How's it going, you guys? We have maybe tonight our friend, if not, it'll be another night. My friend CE5 Simon is going to be by, so we can chat a little bit. Interested in the ham radio. He wants to listen to the ISS space station. I've heard some people are actually even able to talk to them, but I don't know if it's people that are necessarily skilled to talk about it, or maybe anybody can do it, depending on what equipment and what frequency we're listening to, obviously. Crazy Penguins in the house. How's it going, man? Whoop, Andrell. How's it going, man? Hey, yo to you. I disappeared before. Evil hackers came and even took me down, and even the telephone lines were down. So that's why I got off a bit earlier. How's it going, CE5? You're going to jump on in like 10, 15 minutes, something like that. Going to say hi to everyone, man. If you don't mind, CE5, my friend Simon's going to come on and just shoot the shit and talk about a couple of cool things. There's no script, man, so you don't have to worry about anything. Just straight up like the same fun we were having on Cindy's live stream when we were having a good chat the other day. Nice to see you all for being here. And I wonder what time it is, Simon, in your end. I hope it's not too late for you. Thanks again, Tony Brooks. Crazy Penguin, nice to see you, brother. Hey, Julie Miller. Hi, nice to see you guys. Brittany Has Eyes is in the house. Thank you very much, Brittany, for stopping by. Nice to see you. Forest Disclosure, Southern California in the house. What happened earlier? You blanked out on us, brother. Yeah, listen, that's exactly what happened. Thanks, Brittany Has Eyes. Yeah, it went off. I don't know. Maybe the trolls weren't happy with the way I was describing them. The reality, the truth. Trolls don't really like truth. There he goes again, talking about trolls. It's true they don't like truth. Victoria Vic, hello, man. Nice to see you. Quick shave. Didn't really have time to do anything proper, but for Simon, wanted to be all handsome for my my friend Simon. Andrea, that sounds bad, eh? And Andrew, we had a lot of fun. Have a lot of fun, anyways, when Simon was on City's channel, so that's why I wanted him back. Andrew L, I want to get one, but I don't want a Chinese built one. Yeah, it's like there's not much here. It's not Chinese made often, so now we got a bell. I'll be writing down the number of trolls that come during the live stream. A lot of evil trolls that come by. So every time we get a troll, we'll mark it down. We'll start making tables and schematics about it. The Wumbo Craft. Good evening to you, sir. CE5 Circle is in the house. Going to come on with me in a couple of minutes. Kay Carraher. Hi, Bruce and all from Dublin, Ireland. Thank you very much. Ireland in the house. It's a great pleasure, my friends in Ireland. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Darla. Welcome. Yeah, cool, Simon. That's it, and Simon's going to come on in a couple of minutes. I'm going to say a quick hello to everyone. So that's what we're going to do, Simon and I, because obviously we want to talk after, and I want to talk after with all the community. So we'll come on for half an hour, and if we get carried away, so an hour, whatever the time it'll be. And then after that, I'll come back on and talk to everybody, because I have to open a second page if I want to see what people are commenting. I might not be able to see exactly what people are commenting, but we can bounce back and forth. So Mad Cow Mark, good evening to you. Thank you very much for being here. How's it going, Patty? Yeah, I made it back. I'm alive. Made it back alive. But that was really weird, eh? It just clonked out. And the worst of it, thanks again for being members, you guys, eh? The worst of it is that the cable went out and the telephone went out and the cable. I don't even have television here. I just internet and telephone, but they both went out. Not the electricity though, which is rare. Usually everything goes out because electricity goes out, but sometimes they do that, whether it be a glitch or not. I don't really think it's a glitch. I think the evil hackers are onto me. I need your help to support this channel 100% and watch it as often as you can. Mention the word. This week is a theme, and the theme is trolls. So every time you comment on my channel this week, always leave a little mention about the trolls. They don't like seeing troll comments? Well, troll. There are no troll comments here. Do you guys think I have the time? A family member told me this on the phone the other day. Tell them, be honest with them. You make 2-3 videos a day on different platforms. Do you think you have time to troll other channels and and do a whole bunch of silly things? Not very much. I don't have much time. Ad lib, exactly, yes, Simon. It's exactly what we're gonna do, brother. Enriqueto, saludos desde Argentina. Muchas gracias. Saludos y gracias por sus videos. Gracias, mi amigo. Bienvenidos a mi canal de investigación. I'm the one who wants to thank you for watching it. UFOs, you don't need a language. UFO, turn off the volume, turn my voice off, and just watch the videos. And really appreciate you guys all the way in Argentina. Thanks a lot. Oh, yeah, Simon, are you serious, eh? Oh, well, that's perfect timing then. So you will be able to come on, and that way I won't keep you on until 3 in the morning. Hey, Zombie. I did not think it was that late, brother. Zombie Apocalypse, how's it going, man? Good evening, Bruce and all. I just caught a blue orb heading southwest with my phone. That's pretty trippy, and I assume you are going to post it on your YouTube channel. Not jumping the gun here, but I know he always does. So do check it out. I'll be checking that out later, man. You might have to remind me. You know how I am when I leave here, but I do want to go see that. I check out basically everything when it pops up the notifications, which I forget about a lot of channels, but no, I will definitely check it out. It's funny you say blue also, because the only time I caught that, bro, was 3 years ago, maybe even 4 years ago. Caught the blue flashing orbs, actually. Usually planes flash, but these blue orbs, they were like strobes flashing, but I had not seen it afterwards. But you guys can check it out on his channel once he posts it. From tonight to tomorrow, I'm sure he won't take that long to post it for sure if you got a nice shot. I assume you can show those images on, those telephones are really damn clear, eh? You see the videos of the telephone, it's high quality. It's just, it's incredible. It's a thinner image, but it doesn't matter. You get a really clear shot of what you're filming. That's what I like. Strode 66. I thought the Men in Black might have had you. Hey, listen, I'll be honest with you. It's probably them or the men in pink. I don't know. The jealous men that took the bloody thing down. It's really weird. Mad Cow Mark, good evening. Maybe I said hello, and if I forgot, I'm sorry about that. 1 a.m. in the morning, and I have my friend Simon here. It's 1 a.m. in his end of the neck of the woods, which is really late, so I do want to get him on. Norman Crate. Normand, great, merci, mon frère. Salut tout le monde, content d'être avec vous vraiment. Mais ça me fait un grand plaisir, mon ami. Puis si jamais tu as le temps demain, heure de Paris, ça serait 7 heures, heure de Paris, que je vais faire en direct sur la chaîne OVNI Québec Astronomie. Tu es toujours le bienvenu là aussi, mon frère. Planet X Hunter, thank you so much. Hey, thanks a lot, my friend. That means a lot. Thanks. Appreciate that. Jason Bresney. Hello. Yeah, you said it, Brittany Has Eyes, the truth trolls. That's what we get here. A lot of jealous people that we get here. And I'm going on with my friend Simon, CE5 Circle Channel. KM's here. Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for stopping by. Alfie Joe Bob's here. Force Disclosure's here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on right away. Hey, Kai. Thanks again, Planet X Hunter. When are you doing another video chat, Bruce? Actually, I'm doing another one, if all goes well, tomorrow with the host from Ed's World. He's into patterns. I'm into patterns, but he's into patterns and a lot of things, even things that I don't even understand sometimes. But he is going to come on, and we're going to chat about a couple of subjects, I guess, uh, sort of interesting topics that we'll get into also to be able to talk about. And hang in there, Simon. I'm getting there. Allergies. Peter Hyde, thanks, bro. Thanks a lot, man, for all the support. Thank you so much. Members, too, you guys. I can't thank you all enough. Hey, Diane Moore. Nice to see you, Diane. Thanks again for being a member, Diane. Eh? Hope you all know the two brightest stars in the sky. I took a pic of both of them, but unfortunately, they both look alike. That would be Venus and Jupiter. Or, you know what's cool, Diane? Look where the North Star is. And all night, notice the stars, and they're going to turn in a circle. The whole sky is going to turn in a circle around the North Star. Maybe that's the center of the universe. I'm going to get that link up, Simon. And Bruce, someone definitely shut you down before. You just got through saying they can shut me down, and like seconds later, you went out. It's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. And I assure you, it wasn't me turning it off. And yeah, CL3, hello, welcome. Vega, the North Star. You know, I'm not a genius. I'm not going to say yes. It's a Polaris, but star, but not sure. The constellation of Vega. I'm sorry. I know about Vega Star. I've even filmed it before. Got some nice images of it before. I don't know if, you know. In Kansas, Old Lady Patriot 64. Hello, welcome. Thanks for sharing that. I appreciate that. I never see UFOs in Kansas. See, that's what I believe. I believe there's actually a couple of places in the world where people cannot see UFOs. Kai Miller, I'm a fly on the wall for a few. Always welcome here. Effing lifestyle. Hey, what's up? Did you see the Tic Tac passing inside a chemtrail a few days ago? No, I've been luckier on the sun this week, but rain and clouds getting drastic here. Thank you, Andrew. There, you said it, Simon. So I'm going to put that link up for you, Simon. Hopefully Cindy's fat ass won't, well, the guy with the fat ass won't stop by here. There we go. Julie Miller, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Figured I'd get your tip out of the way because I may have to jump off. Hey, I love you to pieces, Julie. Thank you so much, my dear friend. Enjoyed your latest videos, Bruce. Thanks. There'll be more coming up. Looking all the time outside. Love the lives, the nicest group of people on YouTube. Julie Miller, for the time that you're there, in case you take off at the last minute, I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much for the ongoing support. Really appreciate you coming back each time, taking the time to listen to the streams on top of it. I love you for it. Thanks a lot. Madam Mystic Skywatcher, hello to you. Thanks for coming back, my friend. Patagonia Pampa, thanks for being here. So, here's the link. Hey, George. So, this link is for my friend Simon. You go, my special pass friend Simon. We'll have to adjust the volumes, and I won't be able to see the contributions for a little bit. No rush. Oh, did I put the link up? Yeah, put the link up there for my friend C5 Simon whenever you get the chance, brother. This is Marcelo. I'm from Brazil. We are following you. Keep up the good work. My name is Marcelo. Thank you, Marcelo. USA. Thanks, man. Appreciate that, brother. We have Steph. Oh, we have someone maybe with their ass ready to be shown, but I won't take the chance to clip it. I'm sure Simon's got his pants on. I'll click on Simon.
Okay, Bruce.
At the stream.
Okay, Bruce. I can't hear you.
How's it going, brother?
Try something.
Can you hear me?
What's going on here? Now I can hear you.
Oh, I can't hear you, brother.
Right,
I can't hear your volume.
Can you hear me now?
Go ahead. Go again, Simon. No, I don't hear him. And if ever anybody can say whether they hear him or not, to be sure it's not just me that's not hearing him. Long time no see, baby clicks. Thank you very much.
Right, you can hear me now.
Yes, I can, sir.
But I can't hear you. Right. So what do I have to do here? Turn this up, Bruce. One.
If ever, yeah, like
Hey.
if ever you hear echo, I don't think we do because I think we're good. If ever you hear an echo or something like that, always remember just to turn off the YouTube. As long as the you and I here are
All
connected,
right.
yeah. There's always one of them is the
Turn
X
this
would be the
off.
first page. So
Right.
damn right. What's that beautiful image behind you?
Right. My lagging.
No, you're good, man. I hear you. Okay. Do you hear me all right?
Oh yeah, I can hear you. We've got a slight lag. Yeah, there was a lag on the picture because I've got my hand up.
Yeah.
Yeah, just there's a lag. There's a lag at my end.
All right. Yeah, probably on my end too. Sorry about that. That's a
So
Mona Lisa.
that picture there with Mona Lisa, Bruce. Yeah.
Oh, you're damn right. You would have told me it was someone else. I wouldn't have believed you.
Yeah, what I
Holy.
was saying is with Mona Lisa, he worked all proportions out absolutely,
Oh
absolutely
yeah.
perfectly. He did
Oh,
everything right down to the hands being the same size. That dimension works all the way around it.
so
And
that
that
means
happens to be about the size of your hand because that's the actual size of it that you see.
that's incredible. Oh, and I do see the chat too, by the way. So that's cool. I will be able to answer people and see the contact. Welcome everybody. Thanks a lot,
Well,
JDO.
I was just having another look at that today, Bruce, you
Thanks,
see.
JDO. Yeah. Hey, you're a hell of
Yeah.
a good drawer, man. Oh crap. So you know what that means, eh? That means well, I mean, what I'm thinking of is that, or I assume that's what you're trying to say, is that when he was drawing Leonardo da Vinci, these famous people that were doing the paintings, were they using science, geometry, math, and everything to do this? So it wasn't just someone using a pencil. This guy was using math and maybe using that thing that you were doing to do like the dimensions are. I find it odd that everything arrives with your measurement on the Mona Lisa. Is it something that Leonardo da Vinci did on purpose to make it look like the 3D? Like, was he
Yeah.
calculating the real 3D effect?
What I was trying to show you there, Bruce, I've got extreme lag problems. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you well, and I guess it's lagging on my end. Eh? You said.
I can't. Yeah, I don't know. It's it's really difficult to communicate.
Oops. Well, we'll wait till Simon comes back. Hey, ZG. Don't forget, Simon, it could be some of the hackers that are bothering us. So take the time to come back on, man. Once I see you, I'll pop you back on. Steph, the Army vet. Thanks, guys. Thanks again, Julie Miller, and all everybody. There's so much going on out in space. That's what's happening. And outside in space, in the solar system, objects are coming into the solar system. I don't know if it's because of the sun or is the sun active because things are coming in the solar system. We got the Planet X, groupies, fans that are really into that too. We'll probably never know what it is, but well, we lost our poor Simon. He was having problems with an echo and a lag on his side, so it was obviously bloody hard for him to even hear me. Probably, yeah, Alfie. I'm sure you're not talking about mine microphone. You're probably talking about Simon's because I'm probably louder than Simon, eh? Yeah, Simon said it has a major lag. Well, we can wait, you can do it and come back on. We can try it later. Like I said, man, I'm sorry about that. So, and in reality, you probably couldn't even hear me, right? So, poor, I saw you. You're trying to listen. You're trying to hear what I was saying, but it's up to you, man. Bruce Da Vinci painted numbers into the eyes of the Mona Lisa. I heard that, Tony Brooks. Thanks for mentioning that. That's absolutely amazing, actually. And like I said, if it's just because of the connection or it's too late, CE5, don't be shy. We can do it another time. We can hook back up again. Just feel free to jump in, or if not, put link up again and try again. Yes, sir. Yeah, Tony. I'm just learning a lot about that. Like, all the things and that he was hiding inside of the painting. Steve Connolly, his voice was low in the mix, I would say. Thanks, Steve, for letting me know that. So here you go, my friend. I'm gonna post that link back up for you. We had someone in the background also. I don't know if it just worked. I'll do it again. Hold on. We had someone in the background that came in the backstage, so I didn't know who it was, so I just didn't click on it. There's that link. Simon, you can click on that again, my friend. I think the geometrical storm is affecting um, the internet. I 100% absolutely agree with that. 100%. I'm sure it's that. It's happening to me too, and no one has a reason to hack me. I just do cat and gardening videos. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But me, I'm really hacked. They're rolling down my numbers, stealing my money out of my pockets here. That's what they're doing. And the sun is causing problems too, and the glitches, and the agents or governments or whatnot. So thanks, Darla. Oh, there he is, my friend CE5.
Yeah. Hi, Bruce. Let's see if it's any better now.
For me, I can hear you well. Do I have a lag?
Right. I'm just doing that with my hand just to see what the timing is. Yeah, there's a lag on your mouth now because that was a proper ventriloquist action.
It's like
Me, and I heard you laugh then, so it's going in and out.
in and out, eh? Well,
It's
if it's
holding, and then it's breaking up. Now I can hear me laughing like a madman in my ears.
that's too bad if it's doing that.
You
And
know, when we were last online with on Cindy's, it was like that for me the entire
oh, really?
thing, the entire thing. So that's why a lot of the time I'm like, yeah, but go on, you speak, and then I'll listen, and we'll go that way.
I'll try not to overlap the words.
Yeah. We can do it as long
Oh
as other
yeah,
people can hear it properly.
yeah. Sort of like NBC News or something talking. Bad example, actually. Like the
Yeah.
news media talking to
Hello, this is
somebody,
NBC News. We're coming here live to you straight from Montreal. Yeah.
and then the guy waits and he goes like this. Yes, I can hear you, Simon.
Yeah. So, yeah, time out.
See what it says, eh?
Yeah.
Ring for
So you've
ring
been
for a
looking
beer.
at, you've been picking stuff up beyond the exosphere now, Bruce. I was watching this sun video today and it was excellent. It seemed that like you'd got a triangle looking object there that we're going across. That were quite amazing. And the two, when you show the two things, that's that's really interesting. Is that
I'm
two
ha-
things locked together? You
Yeah,
know,
rotating in motion together, turning
that,
together. It
yeah,
looks like there were two objects turning. At the beginning, I thought it was one object, and you can see that there's 2 points in it. So I
yeah.
don't know. It doesn't look like something that's normal, like debris. It could be debris though. Sure, it can be debris because it is spiraling.
Still an unidentified flying object, then, isn't it? You know, it isn't. You know, it's non.
Exactly, exactly. But I think look at the triangle. It was stabilized when the
Yeah,
triangle
yeah,
went by.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
stable. Like it wasn't pivoting or but it was moving, bro. It was
It,
going so
it,
fast
it
sideways. It
was
looks
a
like it.
well put together piece. It was very now. It was enjoyable Friday viewing. It had a good Friday feel to it, and that's what you want off. You know
Yeah,
what creators are putting out as television. You know, so for me, I
exactly.
thought that were great. And I know you seem to be worried about it being 20 minutes long, but that were great. That it gives you time to sit down because it's tempting, isn't it, to make things quite long. You know, when I
Absolutely.
put a video out, my daughter says, "Oh, it's too long, that Dad. People won't have the patience to listen to you." And I'm like, "Oh well, if they want to know, they're going to watch it." You know, and if you get them engrossed by a bit of good music, some sound, a bit of personality, a bit of charisma, a bit of interest in,
Well,
obviously the
that's
subject matter's got to be cock on, and it is. So you've got it cracked. Good,
well.
good
Thanks,
stuff.
man. Well, that's why sometimes like I present my videos and I try not to have music in it. I did take a researcher's point of view and did a research channel at the beginning and just posted and started talking. But then, there was no interest. Well, I'm hidden, right? So it's like people don't reach the channel. But I started putting music in the videos, just to attract people, to get them into it. That's how I get into it, with the music. And I look at the footage and the triangle, and you look at the music, go, holy shit, what the hell is that thing? I get goosebumps and excited. It's my own videos. I'm a kid when I see things like that. It's what I've always wanted to see. Dark triangles, and it's not something you see very often. So that's 8 objects, man. In
Bruce, I've solved it. I took off the link at the top corner that says YouTube, and now
exactly.
we're straight on.
That's exactly it. That's
exactly. Come in, Bruce, come in, brother.
I don't know how the hell you were doing it, man. So you're literally doing 3 things at once. Pretty good.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, gone. And
pretty good.
I want to talk to this guy because we had a good laugh last time. It's Bruce Cecil. Come on. I got everything ready. I got my set ready. We got changing lights when I speak.
We can hear each other now. You're amazing. I love your drawings, man. They're effing amazing. Effing amazing. Seriously.
Well, that Mona Lisa, you see, that what I was trying to show you there was it's like, yeah, he knew something. People say, why is it a great piece of art? And I had to sort of copy that's exactly where he's laid everything out. And it's not until you notice, like, that's exactly at the bottom there, that's the chin, and that fits exactly where that does, and that corresponds exactly horizontally with the eye line to the end of the hair there.
But why is that fascinating me? That fascinates me.
It's exact proportions. His proportions are cock on. Even the mountains that travel in between each other, the 2 ranges, fit the size of the head. And then from the point of the lips to the breastline, perfect. And then from there to the bottom of the apex of the wrist, same again. And then from the apex of the wrist to the point of the forefinger, same again. So he keeps this symmetry flowing throughout the entire picture. And that,
Simon,
I didn't learn that till I actually drew it and looked at it myself to see how he was thinking. And I thought, well, that's the size of my hand, more or less. So his hand was probably about that big.
But he's doing this to get proper depth of field and distance in the image, right? So listen, was he looking
missing for 3 years in a cave, Bruce? He was meant to have had a bit of ET contact. There's a story with Leonardo.
Yeah, that's what they said.
He was very bad at timekeeping. He didn't always do his jobs. He was a bit like me. He
a bit like me
doing
too.
some of his jobs and didn't put as much effort into it as he
There's so many simple things that I do so badly, but so many hard things that I can do that other people cannot. I've always said I'm an idiot savant,
Well, that's what the beauty of CE5 is, Bruce, because everyone can do it. And that's the idea of my channel and my face going on it, because I'm just a bloke. I'm not, there's a lot of people I'm worried about in the community on the whole. CE5, the spiritual one, where you've got a lot of people who are wanting to be gurus, and they're like self-proclaimed Jesus type people. And it's really scary. It
is.
People, younger people are going to get encouraged by that. If I'm showing someone a video like I do of me literally popping my head out the window after meditation and asking the sky to flash at me and place it on the center of the screen, and it does so, and I film that and show it, as many people as have seen it.
Right.
That's powerful stuff, Bruce.
It is
super powerful. I don't let that go to my head. I understand that's a power, but that is a power that we have that is hidden. And that is the idea of my channel, and me even getting to talk to you now.
Amazing.
If I had any message and showing you stuff like this, where does it come from? What stops one person doing it and the other person doing it?
This is why you're here, man. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
We're all the same, your mind can become open to so much more if you actually exercise it. So by exercising what he did and living it and going through it, I seen more of his world and more about him. I mean, it's what I was watching Grant Cameron before I come on here. I did a bit of simulated racing. Hey, I got a world record the other day, Bruce, a real bona fide world record on one of the world's biggest racing simulators. I know it's nothing to do with you.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
World record.
Damn awesome.
But that is to do with the subject as well, because I'm 51 years old. I'm slightly blind in this eye.
Right?
I've not got the fanciest of equipment. I built my own rig to sit in out of MDF. Cost me 40 quid in MDF.
Oh wow,
The
eh?
people who do these, they have fancy, they have. And I said to my friend, I'm going to get this world record, And he's a bit like me. He believes if you say you can do something, you'll do it. And this kid
Right.
pushes me because he's very fast as well. He's faster than me.
Let me guess, you preach it, man. I'm telling you, I preach that. What you just
Bruce,
said
you
there.
can manifest everything. I'm going to tell you that there's been so many synchronicities this week for me, and one of them was you, and it was so crazy because I like to join Cindy's chat on Friday. I'm not in shot here, am I? It don't matter.
There you go. It's because of the energy. I believe it, man. It's the energy in the air. People connect.
Bruce, listen. When I joined Cindy's show, I was from your show, and Cindy sent me a message saying, I knew nothing about that. I want you on my show. And I joined one of her streams, and they had a jar of money. I've never seen a dollar from a cent. And she showed all these Americans and Canadians and people who may be more familiar with that type of change
Yeah.
this jar. And I knew in my head, as soon as I looked at it, the figure was 27. And I just had a sighting outside minutes before that had happened. And these sightings seem to happen for me when I'm getting together with people. It's harder you get a better event with more people, kind of thing.
I agree.
Putting an energy, a thought form out into the air, a picture, you know what I mean, which speaks 1,000 words. So if we're trying to communicate with these things, I know I'm going a bit off tangent here,
It's
but we're
energy,
trying to
man.
communicate with them. You've got to have the belief, like I had the belief I'm going to get the world's record.
Amen,
the
man.
world's record. I sat
Amen,
there and
man.
went, I
Amen,
said they were
man.
going to, and I got it.
Bro,
Yeah.
I wanted this channel. I wanted to meet people like you, my community. I wanted to do this. I mean, to the point having tears, but not because I wasn't able to, because it's something I thought of and wanted to do. And it's not something you can invent. You can't say, I'm going to start a UFO channel. Hopefully, I'll
No,
get UFOs. It was the
no.
opposite. I got a lot of activity and I'm getting support from people that wanted to hear about it. But the mindset, I do believe it. I did believe I was going to be where I am and that I'm still going to be able to keep going. But
Yeah, because once you lose that,
it's
then
the
it
energy,
goes.
though. Yeah.
It goes because you're not manifesting it anyway. You're not thinking about it
All I have
anymore.
to do is think I'm going to fail, man. If I think I'll fail, I will.
Yeah. It's
If I
like
think I fail, I will.
it's
That's
like
how I see it.
contact. It's my friend. I had a friend who he'd been doing CE5 for 15 years, heist mission, Rama mission, like Sixto Paxto Wells, and the whole. He knew everything about it, and he filmed stuff. He got a really small channel. Hardly anyone watched it, but I knew what he was doing because I'd seen it myself. And I talked to him anyway, and I said, I'm going to take this CE5. I start drawing when I talk to people, Bruce.
Oh, I'm
I'm
listening,
going to
man.
take
This
this CE5 into every community I can take it to.
Mad
I've never
AM
had it
Mystic
up to-
Sky. Mad AM Mystic Sky. Thank you so much. Sorry, man. I cut you off. I got a contribution, so I was thanking the people.
Hey,
Speaking of energy, man, it's in the
well,
house. And at the same time, in what you're saying, thanks again, Mad AM. I appreciate that. At the same time, Simon, um, uh, add in at the same time. I know a little bit about it, but what that language, the CE5 language, and what a little bit of what it is, and a bit of the communication. You know how people like you're saying with the energy in the air. Alexandros Tsarambidis. Sorry, man.
well, this is what he said to me, this guy, and he'd been doing it 15 years. He says, you'll get everyone to understand you're showing them something they haven't seen before, but you will never get him to believe that you brought it towards you.
Exact. No, that's well said.
That's the tricky bit that I've got to try and show people they can do because they don't believe it. It's fair enough seeing something flying through the sky. But I say to you tonight, because you live across the road, I say, Bruce, I say, we're going to go out tonight and we're going to go in that back field. And I'm telling you, in 5 minutes, when I look at the sky, something's going to flash at you. And we'll both go in field. And 5 minutes later, something flashes at you. And I've done it with people who know me and they'll know they can come here and say, yes, I've been with.
And you can do it. Exactly.
And I'm not,
Exactly.
yeah. It's nothing clever. It's because I believed. My wife left me. And after 25 years, I come out of prison. I'd come from a dark place. I'd been accused at police by all sorts of shit I hadn't done. I ended up getting arrested through my life more than 45 times. I've been in a jail cell. I've been to prison twice. Constantly, all the time, I got shit.
For
And I come
nothing.
across the CE5 thing when everything was meant to be at its lowest. I'd actually breathed a sigh of relief, and I found something else. I don't know where it came from. And it's all started with this, Bruce. I'm going to show you this now. It all started with this because I'm on about thought forms, CE5, and manifesting these things in the sky. I'm not sat there all night waiting for something to come. And
No.
why would it come here anyway? That is another way of doing it because you've put out the intent. There's 100,000 different ways of doing it. But CE5 is just a gateway that will do it. And you can triangulate that experiment and it will do it each time. And then you know this is amazing. This
Oh
is
yeah, it's
incredible.
like a religion. It's some people get it, I guess, and some people don't. And some people already knew it existed. Once they touch it, they oh, that's what was missing. You
I
know.
think for me, Bruce, 'cause how it worked was I went into it so naively because I'd never looked at YouTube, I'd never looked at the internet, and all I come across was this Stephen Greer guy, and I thought, fucking hell, he looks a bit military, him. But I like
He
how he
does, and he
talks.
has family in NASA, right? Like his family was in NASA and stuff, or something. He's got very highly ranked family members, if I'm not mistaken, that were
Right.
in NASA.
This is
So
really heavy, Bruce. But when I made this is when it all started for me, and I only
shut
seen this.
up. Did you
This is
freaking
when it
make
all
that?
started. I don't know if you can see you.
Yeah, you're an alien. You
So
probably used to work for the Egyptians. That's effing amazing, man. Bro, I
that's
love
where it
that.
all started.
Tell us about it. Tell us about it, man. I mean, and you have to show us your skull too, man. I'm gonna make you work tonight. It's
Right.
just
I just
very artistic. Simon's very artistic,
well
and
when I started making that, Bruce,
that is beautiful, man.
you could start.
Imagine how much that would be worth.
Well, I don't think they spend
Imagine
like
buying
that.
that.
I just
A
make them for fun of it.
couple of thousands of dollars, my friend. That
Who knows? It's got a base. It's got a proper base. It's got a bluestone base because that's
Jesus, man.
sandstone that from an old mansion. I reclaim all my stone. None of it's freshly quarried stone. It's all reclaimed. Granite, I've got granite, and I do marble. That's granite. You see, and that'll put you into a transcendental state, learning to make that shape like a simple
Oh
form, the
wow,
rounded cubioctahedron. That's
not
out of
easy.
granite. But just doing the exercise, Bruce,
Oh yeah,
that puts you into this transcendental state. That's the psychotronic. You can't see it from there.
yeah.
You
And
know,
there's
like
skinny. Is that Skinny Bob behind you? Is that another?
yeah,
That's
you
a
got
skinny.
old skinny Bob. I'm going to print that, Bruce. I'm going to take it down to a shop down the road
That's beautiful.
next to an old mill that the Luddites, if you've ever heard of the Luddites, that the Luddites smashed to
Yeah.
pieces 100 odd years ago. And
Statues, you mean? Are you talking about statues?
no, the Luddites were anti-establishment people back in the day who fought the mill owners because they had small shops and they knew that technology was going to destroy what they did. So they went
Right,
in and
right.
kept up the mills. Well, there's a village down the road from me where I was born, basically, and that's where the centre of it all started. That's a bit of local history.
That's
Also,
awesome.
where I live is you were talking about UFOs don't come to towns. Well, they do, but they don't hang around for long, and they don't. You'll get a better sighting further out you go, and I'm realizing that. And next video I'm doing, Bruce, it's going to be near an Iron Age settlement, and there's been a crop circle up there as well, reported 10 years ago in paper.
Simon, I've seen 10 of them. And that's not true. I
It could
haven't
have been
seen.
someone fooling around, but
Yeah. Well, here, MUFON, Quebec, went for a sighting here a long time ago, 2007 or 2009. 10 to 15 crop circles. I'm surrounded by farms here, and there's no lights. So I always think UFOs that come in over my house and everything, because they come in over the fields where there's no lights looking back at them. They can blend in with planes really fast, and they landed in a bloody field right here. So there's energy. There's something. There's a reason why they land in barley fields again, because it's another barley field it landed in. It represents what? Is it the same bloody barley that goes beside the president in his
it's
in his image? And you know,
are they even? Yeah, I mean, some of them are quite incredible works of art. Either way you look at them, you know what I mean. And some of them, whoever does some of them must have an absolute bit of a. They're an expert in geometry. Some of them, because they have got some, there's some mystical looking patterns. But our minds are not beyond creating these things ourselves. You know what I mean? And you've always got to
absolutely.
remember that.
I
Is that
bet you
right?
know the way I look at it. The way I look at it. Um, Merci Normand. Thanks, Norman. The way I look at it is that
Hello, Molly.
the
That's my daughter.
creativity. Yeah, man. Yeah. So you can see the people. You too. You can see the people on the side, Simon.
No, no, no. I was just in case she's watching it because she'll probably be in bed. But I said I'll be on YouTube with Bruce Sees All at 1 in the morning.
She was here. She did say hello, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, absolutely. I confirm it. I believe I saw her. What
Well,
was the
Molly
name of the?
puts my
Yeah,
videos together for me, Bruce, and then her boyfriend he makes the music, and then another friend of mine called Gary, because I've forgotten his DJ name. He
yeah,
makes the other music as well
yeah.
for it as well.
Thanks, Beth. Can you see the messages I put up on the screen though?
I can see the messages on the screen. Well,
Uh,
thank
th-
you very much, mate.
anyways,
That's very kind of
everybody,
you.
everybody so far, Simon, really likes your friggin' statue, man. Listen, that totally looks like ancient Egyptian. Like I would be, the neighbors would think I was a freak. I would be full of plaster, or I mean, I'd be full of cement, and I'd be carving these evil faces, these screwed up
Well,
faces all
that's why
around
I
my.
got these overalls. A fella gave me these overalls, and I know they say Nasser on them, see, but that's what I can't.
That's
What can
awesome. Absolutely. I'm
I?
I'm hoping that they're going to send me mine.
Well, you need them, Bruce overalls, because if you're watching the sky, let's get back to sky talking here now.
Yeah.
So if we get back to sky, I take the Velux window out in the loft if I want to look through my telescope or use or I just want to stand on a chair. I can literally stand out on the roof. So that's where most of the things I've actually filmed, which reminds me of that Italian guy who films a lot of the things out of his loft.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway, you can see, but it gets cold this time of year, doesn't it? Now we're getting up to the cold season, so
It's starting
a
here
pair of
too.
overalls,
Yeah, here too.
they'll keep you right, mate. You know what I mean? Cover you up
Absolutely.
in right places. Stop draft getting
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
in.
here I live in a small house, and it's once winter hits, boy, I tell you, the heaters on the floor let the heat rise, but the floors are like outside. It's like it's really cold here.
It's not good,
But
is it? You got to
no,
get
but I
wrapped
mean,
up.
I'm used to it. Honestly, I'm used to it. I
Well,
put
that's
on,
good.
slippers, like those big silly slippers that people
I
don't
haven't got
usually wear that are try
slippers.
can't think of that. Try to keep
I'm
your
a
feet warm.
meditator, Bruce. I walk around with bare feet, so I'm always connected to the earth. But
That's
getting
right.
back to that subject of CE5, I went in. What I was trying to say, right quick to you, is I went into it blindly, almost naively, without looking at what anything else was doing except what that Greer said. So I took it to heart, and then I tried it, and I could not believe the results that I got from it. And then since then, I've made my own protocols, and I don't listen to guided meditations. And
Dude,
I
you
don't.
broke my fan, man. You just broke my fan, man.
Who me?
My fan. Well, it's too much energy.
There is energy. I've got a strange mark appeared in the middle of my nose
Oh
before
my!
I come.
I can't believe that. Hold on, let me see. Be sure it's plugged in, the bugger.
Before I come online, I went, "What's happening here?" Yeah.
That's
Anyway, nice to
that's
see everybody. Friday night. It's Friday night live. Let's go. Woo! Let's dance, Bruce. Come on.
Friday Night
Come on.
Live.
Yeah. Let's have it.
Swain's World. Swain's
Basically,
World.
Bruce, if you took on the CE5 principle in your mind and you believed it and you held it close to your heart and you were going to do it and you got a result and you did it again, you get another result. You
Yeah,
get a result all the time. Not all the time. Sometimes they don't come.
absolutely. Hey, forgive me. Forgive me a second.
No way. I'll hold the fort. So who's in? I can't read any of this. Let's have a read of this.
Hello.
I
Hey,
have seen a UFO in
just a
Hamburg.
minute. Hey, Simon. 1 minute, bro. You can keep talking. I'll be right back, man.
Okay. So we've got a spherical object here seen by Heinrich. That's an awesome name, Heinrich. I can't read next bit. I need my glasses on, Heinrich. So, wow. Illuminated half spheres. You see, that's the kind of amazing sighting that people are, you know, looking to see and go, there you go. I mean, but spheres aren't a real typical flying object, are they? But now we're noticing that spheres, for whatever this phenomenon is, they can fly around in a pair of spheres. So, good for them. But apparently, we can't do that right now, can we? Can any, is Darla here? Can you fire any more questions up for me, Darla? Let's get professional on YouTube. We can do this. Come on, Darla. I was only joking when I said I was building Stonehenge in my bedroom,
Hey,
Darla. But I
hey,
do have a
dude,
stone circle in my bedroom. So
dude.
meditating.
I left. Look at this. The fan's working.
Well, shit happens, man. I mean,
No, no, it doesn't,
Friday
dude.
Night Live. Friday
That's
Night Live with Bruce.
that
Where's the ghost? The ghost might come. Well, funnily, Bruce, this is part of CE5. This is part of CE5 is just a term, isn't it? It's just a word. It's just a word for
incredible.
something that I'm a cracking up. I'm a too excitable.
I'm telling you. Well, I'm always breaking things, but anyways, I'm happy the fan's back on. But
I'm telling you what, Bruce, I can feel electricity through cables, and I don't know many people who can do that, and you're not meant to be able to do it.
oh,
But
so you're that much with that. See that this is my problem, dude. I'm very energetic. So that means I know it. And well, actually, you said it at the beginning. When you're with people
yeah,
that are energetic, it's even worse. And I bet fucking shit happens a lot when
yeah,
you're surrounded around with people that obviously, if you're at a restaurant or at work, it's not the same as if you're sitting around a table talking about spirits. I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
do it with people with energy. Crazy shit happens all
Well,
the
when I
time.
was young, I've seen the light bulb get blown, Bruce, and so did 5 more people that were with me, including
Oh
my
yeah,
ex-wife.
I've seen that. Yeah,
We talked about light bulbs, and there was some flickering on your roof, and
yeah, yeah.
it were back in the day when we were young, and we were all taking LSD and stuff, like you did, misspent youth. And someone came out with a Ouija board. I'd never seen such a thing, but I'd seen them on films. Anyway, we did this Ouija board. Now, 2 weeks before we moved into that house, an old lad called Bob died, and I seen him coming out in wheelchair, bless him. And he looked on death's door, and he died that day. And we
Wow.
took him out, and about a couple of weeks later, anyway, we needed somewhere to live, and it was a council house, and we got that house, and it was a really old house, probably it'd have been early 1800s. It was a very old building. It was a listed building. It was
Nice
beautiful.
stone, probably. Yeah,
Yeah,
something.
stone house, beautiful. Near the Iron Age settlement that I was talking about. It's
Yeah,
a lot of history where I live. And they did this Ouija board. There were a group of girls who were all sat around in a circle looking at each other. And I started calling this bloke's name out, and we all had his hands on glass. And I went, Bob, Bob. And I went, knob, accidentally. And I called him a knob. I didn't mean to say it. I was only young, and I sort of that it just came out. And then all of a sudden, the bulb blew above his head, straight over the lot of us. And the glass just sort of shot across the table. And I went, wow, man. And later on that night, I held my hand near the plug socket, near where the bulb wasn't. And I
yeah.
held my finger about 6 inches away from it. And a spark came out. So my wife was with me that same night, because we'd been eating magic mushrooms, and I don't mind talking about that kind of thing, even though it's illegal in this country.
Not at all. Medicine, my friend. It's medicine. I'm that open-minded.
I believe, even though a lot of people won't have it in the spiritual community because you're meant to be pure and not let any toxins in your body and enter this place of bliss and, whatever. And, you can do that with magic mushrooms. And when I had that sighting, Bruce, where I say, I don't know what it's called, video, but it's the best ones have all happened in the last year or so, and that's where it's been proper things that are not just things flying over a house where someone could go, like I do all the time. Oh, it's probably just a satellite. You know what I mean? Sometimes
Right,
you might
right.
find a laser. You can't you can't write them off because it might not be. You know what I mean? But anyway,
it's another world. It's not for
Bruce,
every.
with an LSD meditation. That was when my most amazing sighting happened. The formation of 3 lights appeared outside the house. And I'll tell you something else. Dr. Joseph Burks did an interview on a guy's channel called Engaging the Phenomena. He's into CE5. Joseph Burks was connected to Stephen Greer and Sixto Paz Wells, who runs the Rama mission. You'll understand how he speaks because he speaks Spanish. I tried to watch him, but you can't tell a word he's saying. But if you listen
Right.
to Sixto Paz Wells, they are the people that are really deeper than CE5. CE5 is Stephen Greer's kind of thing, and you can go out and do these things. You use a walkie-talkie and play a signal over it and think
Yeah.
about something, put the thought form out, something comes. Sixto Paz Wells, they're chanting, they're all vegans, they're going out into far remote locations in groups. And portals
Absolutely.
are opening up in the middle of fields and stuff that they call Zendras, and that's the far part of CE5.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm trying to get all these things out like I did on Cindy's, Bruce. I've got so much to say about 114 different. If you want to talk about Indian cooking, we can go to that one if you want. But CE5, I know you're listening. I just want you to have a go at it because you'll not be stuck for making a video again. So I did this meditation on a triangle, thinking of a triangle like, I don't know, like it was this one, I think. Whoops, daisy. It was this triangle here.
Skinny Bob.
It was this triangle here, which in maths, he's got that's a copper cutout of it. You've seen it before. It's got a number of names, but one of them's a golden gnome
Yeah.
because that's 108 degrees. That's 96. That's what is it? No, it's not 96, is it? So that's 108 degrees, 108 degree, and oh, good God, I forgot what it is. They all add up to 9. So what adds up to 9? It'd be 83. No, what's it going to be? 63. It's got to be 63 degrees. All the degrees of that add up to 9 anyway.
Right.
9, 3 parts then is, 3 and 9. Three's my magic kind of number. But I
Yeah.
meditated on that. So that's what I meditated on. I'll try and talk calmly because I get excited, Bruce.
Lines and
I want you
patterns.
to laugh.
No, me. It's I get it. I really do. Like honestly, I
And
get it.
then a triangle formation, which wasn't exactly this shape, it was this shape, appeared outside my house before. It was something like 8:30. And
Wow.
to me, it looked at what I'm trying to say is to me, it looked massive, like it was in front of my face. And
Massive
when
and close though, but close enough though, right? Like it was
oh,
big,
it
but
was
not
still
like
close, but
it was.
the
Yeah.
energy has the ability to produce a kind of mirage effect to your mind. What you see on the camera and what you see in your mind is different to what you're going to actually see when you look at it on the film. Bruce, there's a lot more to this than meets the eye, mate. It's not just looking
It
at going
is to the point that explaining it to someone, unless somebody is
you
totally
can sound like a madman. I'm
yeah,
glad you're open-minded because you found someone who's trying to tell you what as it is, how he. As I'm just trying to soak it in as it's coming. Every
but,
month I have a different idea on it. This
but
week I'm putting
because
out a video with 3 flashes on it, Bruce,
right,
where I'm asking them again, and then there's a radio message what I asked for on this radio, which only goes. It's a 446 megahertz, and it only is about what 0.6 something watts. Not like a batter thing that I was telling you about, the
it's
UV5R,
done
which is
through the
10 watts.
frequency. It doesn't
Not your
matter.
mind if you put it next to your head.
Yeah, but it's a frequency. The same
Yes,
way my grandfather's clock that I could have heard another tune on the clock, which is so stupid. Even myself. Oh, that's a nice one.
my
Oh
grand
wow.
my my granddad's my
Hey,
granddad's my
is that
granddad's my granddad's dad made that.
1700s? I bet
Yeah,
you.
my granddad's dad made that.
Holy crap, man. That's
Yeah, yeah.
beautiful.
So it's on at 3:33. It's stuck at 3:33.
Great
Yeah, it's been
content,
moving
Bruce.
actually.
Thank
It
you.
started going again. It was on 3:33. It's moved. It's moved 3 minutes in about 3 hours.
That's beautiful. That's incredible, man. Hey, Blackjack Guitar, thank you so much.
We don't make stuff like that no more, Bruce, mate. Yes, all I'm trying to say is whatever you think of, it seems to materialize, and that's all I'm fine. Not everything, but I mean, so we put it in C5. You're thinking of you can't talk. What? How are we going to communicate with these things? It's all right seeing something. I want to communicate with it. I want to. If it wants to see me, then the next phase is communication. If you want to see me, then we have to talk. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm sorry if I'm not letting you speak, Bruce, but I know you're going to
No,
go.
I'm
You're going to
listening,
go for
man.
a wee, and I'm going to let
I
you
cut
rip.
in all the time. Don't worry, I can cut in, man. No, this is interesting. It's
but
interesting.
but
What's the language? Music?
yeah, well,
Music?
like, what is language? What is language? Language can be broken down into a million things, and music is one of them, which is
Patterns.
frequency. Exactly.
Patterns.
So
Patterns.
if you think of an image, that's we can't send a word. I don't think So you can pray or whatever and say a load of words, but they might be making sounds which are making different modulations in frequency. But you should have an actual image in your mind's eye. So I'm going to put an image in your eye now, Bruce. I'm going to put an image in your head, right?
Do
I'm
it.
going to prove I can do it. Yeah? So just listen to me now. I'm going to do this.
Not even forcing. I'm just letting things go. I'm listening.
Right? So as green as...
Grass?
Yeah. So I've just put an image in your mind through words. You see what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, I even
You
saw a little hill. I even saw a little hill there. That's what I
see?
got.
Remember
Little
when you
Hill.
said to me, I see a piano? And I went, well, my grandma was one of the best pianists I've ever heard. And then
Yeah,
her
we had
sister
that
taught
connection
me.
once. Yeah, I had that connection with some people sometimes. It happens a lot. A girl, she lost her grandmother. She said, "Do you have a message from my grandmother?" I said, "You're going to laugh at me. I'm sorry." I said, her name was Christina at that time. I said, "Christina," I said, "all I'm thinking of is um, a woman doing the dishes. I'm sorry, I don't want to insult you." And she starts to cry and she says, "That's all my grandmother did. She cleaned and cleaned and cleaned." So it was sort of a message that she made me go and get for her that I had no clue myself. I even thought it was stupid. I said, I'm not going to mention it, but I believe that that's how the energy works, right?
Bruce,
Exposing fakes.
when you said on Cindy's stream the other day, so I knew how much money were in that jar, yeah? The next prize she did, I tested my brain and she did a thing again. And I went, well, I don't want to win it again because I know what it's going to be. And this, there were a number again or something. And I knew the number. So I deliberately wrote my number one less. And then the guy hit the right number, but I knew it was that number, but I
Right, right.
deliberately, to test
Simon,
myself,
bring your
won that
microphone.
one.
Bring your microphone a little closer to your mouth. I hear
Is that
you
better?
okay.
Is
I
that
hear you
better?
okay. A couple
Is
people
that
were
better?
asking.
I know you like skulls, Bruce, so I brought this down. This is a pipe I was making. It's not finished yet, but it's
Oh
a pipe.
wow, are you serious?
So you smoke. Well, I
Wait,
can't get the.
granite,
Yeah,
granite
it's
or what?
granite. So it's a granite pipe, so it
That
just
is
needs drilling.
amazing.
It just needs drilling now. So
Exposing fakes. Love you, brother. Thank you so much.
that were a little project I were doing. But yeah, through learning with the stone and everything, that and showing you that
You're
carving in
amazing,
the
man.
beginning, Bruce. That
You're
was what.
amazing, bro. I love sculpting, carving, and it's been a dream for me to want to do it with stone. And the things that you're carving out of the stone is exactly. I mean, it's a dream.
Bruce,
Honestly,
I could get onto the download thing with you because where do these things come from? My mind can only cope with so much. It can't really cope with drawing the Mona Lisa, but I did it. So where's that come from? It's like it's like
there's
I
a
believe in the
certain
download thing because
there's
I
a
did that
certain
carving like a madman. I did it like a man possessed. I carved it every chisel, everything I did. Nothing could go wrong on it. Everything was perfection. When my grandma died, the woman I loved more than anyone, I always turned to. She died while I was carving that. That's why I'll never sell it. And I was just finishing mouth off lips, and I was doing the corner of the mouth. And
because her energy's there. Her energy's there.
hey Bruce, as I carved the corner of the mouth, I felt this emotion come over me, and it was a feeling of loss and relief at the same time. And I went because I'm a Star Wars fan.
You
I
kept
went,
a part of her soul in that stone. I don't care what anybody says.
I went.
Is her energy's in that.
I said
It's a
something's
positive
gone.
thing.
Yeah, I said something's gone wrong with the force, and my mum rang me up not long after to tell me my grandma had died, and I went, I already know.
Ah, sorry about that, man.
And I was carving that. I have not. Now the ear needs doing on the other side, and I haven't done it yet because that day I never touched it since. So that was like, so I put a load of emotion into it, shut it up in a box, and really you and no one else has ever seen that for about 4 years.
Grim Reaper unfinished, man. Never finished it. He's not gonna get my soul. I'm not gonna get caught. I didn't
Anyway,
finish.
are we doing all right, Bruce, or am I rabbiting on?
Listen, I can't take it anymore. No, I'm kidding. We're having fun, man. This is great. We're
Good,
doing exactly what I wanted to do,
good.
and I didn't have to ask you. You showed what I wanted you to show me, are the sculptures and stuff, and
So
stones and stuff.
that's a bit of jewelry for like my daughter. Do you see?
Okay, see now that looks Indian, and that's like soapstone.
Yeah, yeah, that's actually serpentine, and it's really hard. You need diamond tools to cut it. It's
Is
so
it?
hard.
Does it have a greenish hue?
Yeah, it's
Also,
green. Yeah,
that's
it's totally
awesome.
green. I made
Uh,
my daughter a little alien for her birthday. When it's her birthday, I always make her something if I can.
That's
So
awesome.
I made that, but it was a bit. There was something I wanted. I can't remember what else I wanted to do to it now. I mean, I got 72 projects on go, Bruce, and I haven't finished one of them. Imagine that. I said,
Leonardo da Vinci. You're gonna tell me the Mona Lisa is complete? When I look at
that's
the
a
Mona Lisa, oh, that looks like a feather or a spearhead.
yeah, spearhead out of a piece of pebble, but pebble's high in quartzite, isn't it? I had this thing for quartzite and copper and magnets for some reason when all this
Yeah.
contact thing started going on about 5 years ago. So I seen something when I was a kid, Bruce, like you and a lot of other people, and I think it was a little old lady who my mum says I used to talk to. And before, my last memory that I had of this energy was at the bottom of the steps when I was going for a wee. One of my first recall memories. So it's probably when I was just snapping out of being that child, and I was seeing
Yes.
this image that left a visual impression on me. And then later on through my life, I seen things with my daughter, with my brother-in-law, with my ex-wife, and we were always arguing over what it really was, because I seen, it just happened too many times. And then finally, with a joint, before I got into CE5, with my daughter, when we went camping with the other brother-in-law type, what were he? No, he was, no, I don't know what he was, but he came along. But there were 3, 4 of us, and my daughter started screaming. So she ran back in tent, and I missed the kind of next part of that. But we were looking at Cassiopeia. So, or what I
Ah.
thought was Cassiopeia.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I was going, look at that, Molly. Now, this was before CE5. This was before the internet even. And I had
Right.
this big maglite torch.
Right.
And I like the big 3 battery one.
Yeah.
And I shined up to these lights in the sky because something were telling me that, they weren't what I thought they were. I went, there might, I thought I seen something move, and I flipped the torch at it, and they all broke away in formation. I
That's
went, my
beautiful.
God, it was like Close Encounters. I felt like Richard Dreyfuss all
That.
there on the
Oh
hill. It's
yeah.
all
Oh
going on
yeah.
again.
So is
Yeah.
it instantaneous? Do they have a conscience? See, that's an instant reaction where
I've
a
had
whole bunch of
experience.
lights. You know?
Yeah, I've had experience. And that night was funny, Bruce. They were missing time. I left my daughter, calmed her down in the tent. I left my daughter with Richard and his kid, and I said, I'm going for a walk. And I went for a walk, and there was some type of missing time. And all I can remember was I was climbing up because it was an abandoned old ancient quarry, big
Yeah.
quarry place.
Yeah.
And I was climbing up this quarry face, and at the top of the quarry face, there were a fox, and it was just looking at me. And I was just looking back at it, and it was like there, and it didn't move. And
Message,
like
eh?
I've had a number
Guide
of
or
sightings, and this fox keeps showing up,
me, it's
and
a
like,
hawk. But I'm
and it,
serious. Like encounters, like in my
yeah,
life, it's a hawk.
encounters, Bruce. There's an animal connection as well. So I don't know. I do different protocols, so sometimes I don't know what energies I've pulled in. But one time I think I pulled a bit of a naughty one in, and I had to ring my daughter up. I said, "This is what's going on here." I says, "My house has been surrounded by birds," and I
Yeah.
opened the window. My cat went on the roof. My cat plays on the roof. He's just a wild cat. He's a tomcat. He's like, fiddler on the roof. He's just like you see in them films in London where they're running up and down on roofs in the old days. That's like my cat is in real life. I'm gonna get him on
Absolutely.
infrared for Cindy and just say, look, there's Ralph,
Yeah.
looking over the edge
Andrew
of the.
Andrew L was mentioning these are a couple good things. We're talking about the communication, right? The language.
Yeah.
Andrew L, mathematical patterns,
Yeah, yeah,
definitely.
yeah. That's exactly what I was talking about when you get onto Metatron's cube. If we got an example of
Yeah.
Metatron's cube up there,
Yeah, and
just
no sheeple him. It's the frequency sounds and also the rice test, which I have seen it. Beautiful. It forms out beautiful symmetrical patterns. It's something I've seen it with sand and everything too. Pretty cool.
take it on that good. I can't get it on. I'm sure people know what Metatron's cube is anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure people are familiar with Metatron's cube anyway. It's only a pencil sketch of
yeah.
Metatron's
Oh,
cube.
that's
That.
nice sketch. Oh,
So,
yeah,
but in there, there's every single shape you can imagine. You start looking at it now. If you stare at that for long enough, Bruce, you'll go transcendental. You'll see a
yeah,
pyramid in it, can't you? You can see a cube.
yeah. I
And
see it. See it perfectly. Yeah,
you start, yeah. Well, that's a gateway. And like that man just said, that's a gateway. That's a gateway into the field, as Grant Cameron's calling it. I like that one. But a lad I used to talk to calls
when
it
I look at a bloody image
the
of a
unified
sun,
field.
when I look at unified fields, when I look at an image of the sun, every time I'm looking at that image of the sun, it's just an image, but the sun's always moving. It's always fascinated me. Something stupid, but it's because it's bright. I never understood it. You
They
look
don't
at it.
stay still in telescope, do they? They keep moving to right.
Yeah, well, there. No, but it's like that because the sun. You look at it, you go, "Oh, it's going further away,"
Yeah, I know what you
but
mean.
you
Yeah, yeah,
never
yeah,
see
yeah,
it
yeah,
get
yeah.
smaller.
That's transcendental. That's transcendental vision. That's like when things start going like this. That's like when you look at the wallpaper and when
Hey,
you
I'm looking
zoom
at
in
the
on the
moon.
picture.
I'm looking at the circular image to the right of you behind you, but your microphone went over it. It looked like an asteroid going by the moon.
Yeah, yeah. That was. I don't know. It's not a very good camera. That was just some other. I'll pull it off wall. Look,
Oh yeah, I didn't see that one. That was freaking
it's only
nice.
on a piece of card. They're
Oh,
just
so
sketches. These Bruce. They're just sketches. They're just like.
it's still good, man. I like them.
They're just. They're just. I'm happy doodling so I can, quickly doodle and then get on with the next one. When you start talking about drawing the Mona Lisa or doing a Princess Anna Mara period
Exactly. Hey,
Egyptian head, it's a bit more of a project.
yeah, man.
So
Are you looking into ham radio to or something you were mentioning
yeah,
the
yeah.
other
Well,
day?
my granddad, funnily enough, was a ham radio genius, and he
Wow.
probably had one of the biggest rigs in West Yorkshire, and he had this mast. And it had been akin to the kind of masts we see nowadays in his back garden in a concrete base that he'd put there himself with giant winding handles on it on either side. I can remember
Yeah.
looking at the big cogs when I was a kid. And the thing went up in 3 tiers. And it was like that triangle frame, you know what I mean? And it was square frame, massive thing. He
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
talk to people in Australia. And that's when back in 1974 when I'd have been like first memories of my granddad, you know what I mean? 1975, you know what I mean? And so it's a
Yeah.
long time ago. So people like him, and he built the radios himself. So he had all the
Wow.
valves and this bobbin here. This is my granddad's copper bobbin that's one of his copper bobbins from whatever gauge wire it
Wow.
is.
Any energy in that? You think?
Well, yeah, there'll be Clifford's energy in there, bless you.
Oh
It's a
crap!
wooden bobbin. So that's an old copper reel look on an old wooden bobbin from about 1960 something.
That's amazing.
I've got some
Amazing.
books upstairs I wanted to show you, Bruce, but I forgot. I've left them there now. They were.
I'm a big fanatic. Well, certain
I
books,
can get
old
them,
books
yeah,
and stuff.
if we'd have a break, and then I might be able to let you talk. You've caught me on a really good night, Bruce, because this is when I go. Because I do a lot of nighttime. I'm alive on a night.
You show me so many things, man.
I could keep going. It could go until 5 o'clock in AM UK time. I can just keep going, bro.
you're an interesting guy, man, and you got so many talents. So I mean,
You've got guts.
especially though that thing that you carved. I can't freaking believe it. Are
You
you
want me
sure
to show you another Egyptian thing?
Absolutely. Are you sure you
I've
didn't
got
steal that out of
Cleopatra's
a
needle. Hey,
cemetery?
I've got talking about synchronicities. I've got Cleopatra's needle upstairs. So I worked out what it was in feet by obviously typing in on Wikipedia how tall's Cleopatra's needle. And then
Jeez.
I converted that to inches, and then I've made it to scale in inches.
Wow.
And it's not exactly the because it's triangular. I don't know what you'd call that. Yeah, it's kind of like a long triangle, isn't it? Really.
Show us some.
Anyway, it's actually rounded, so you got to chamfer it then all the way down. Their shapes are never straightforward. It's like their pyramid just tilts in.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that. You know what I mean? And I think it is to do with frequency. And I believe stone puts out an energy, or you can put your energies into stone, like that pipe there. Look, it's just a
Yeah,
little
it's
pipe
cool.
made out of marble.
That is cool.
Do you know what I mean? And you can
Almost looks like a miniature toilet.
Yeah. Go on, Bruce. Go on. It's not best design, that is it? You just put me off that design.
It's
That's
awesome.
why that went back in the box.
Dude, the cup. Nobody makes a freaking pipe with the cup big enough to put anything in it. That's perfect.
There's a cup to put. Yeah, that's the size ball for you, Bruce. You see?
Damn
That's
right.
got an Irish shamrock on it for any Irish in the.
Are you Irish?
No, but I was married to an half Irish woman.
Because there's a bunch of people saying no, he's English. I said no, I think he's more from Scottish or Irish or.
No,
or
I'm from exactly in the centre of England, is Yorkshire. And
okay,
it's
so
it's a town that were built on immigration, and it's a mill town. So we've got a lot of history. We've got Masonic town centre with some beautiful stone carved buildings because the masons round here, the big quarrying went on round here for the sandstone, and our sandstone from Johnson's gets delivered around the world because it's such good quality. And I've actually looked obviously into what's in it, and it sounds very similar to the stuff they built the pyramids out of because it's high in quartzite. So that piece of stone I showed you there would
Yeah,
be very similar to their type of sandstone. But the thing that's amazing about the Egyptians is they made all the stuff out of bloody granite. Now,
unreal. Eh?
hang on a minute. I've tried making something out of granite. You need diamond tools. You know what I mean? You need
Yeah,
diamond tools.
yeah.
They're telling us we're using copper chisels now. Bruce,
Bullshit.
that's no better than that.
No,
They're
yeah,
saying they scraped them and brought them right with that.
yeah,
I'm
exactly. Nah,
sorry. I'm
yeah,
sorry. I've tried it myself, and that's how you learn. If you don't learn yourself, you'll never know. You can
no,
watch as many
exactly.
documentaries with fucking fancy pants, what's his name on it as you want,
Yeah,
but
no,
until you do it yourself, you
unless you
don't know.
experiment. Yeah, unless you experience yourself. Figure you're bringing a rock, and I mean that one with the rounded head. It's effing amazing. That
Oh,
one
thank
there.
you, Bruce. Yeah, she's my baby. It's actually a bit of an hermaphrodite because a lot of these Egyptians, I can't really. It's meant to be a woman, but it started off looking like a bloke, and then it looked like both, and then it looked Egyptian. And then I had this moment when I looked at it, and I went, right, when my grandma had died, I
Wait,
went, right,
wait. You
don't
didn't
touch
do that with
that.
a model, you mean?
No, all I had to go off was a stupid little PlayStation Vita I had, and I'd been looking for antique artifacts because you see, like Mona Lisa there, that's exactly the size dimensions that
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. You
she's
could
meant to
tell.
be.
No, that's the real image. You can.
That,
I've seen it many a times. The
See,
real
I
image. I
always
know.
wanted to be a forger, Bruce. I didn't want to be an artist. I wanted to be a forger. You know what I
Well,
mean?
keep
But to
at
be a
it.
real
Keep at it. We may have something here.
to be a real forger, I'd have to have the right paper, and I'd have to learn how to make
Oh yeah,
paint. They were
to heat
alchemists,
the
artificial
paint, to bend
alchemists.
the paper, to age the paper, to
You'd
age
have
the
to go
paint.
looking for real raw cobalt and stuff. I mean,
Well, then
I
we know
can't afford this stuff.
we'd have to go and pick up the proper leaves and fruits and berries to crush
Yeah,
them just
yeah.
to get the right freaking red in
But
their dress.
real forgers do. They're
They do, yeah,
incredibly clever.
they do,
And
man.
I take my hat off to them, Bruce. I
It's
really do.
they're even better than the ones that did it 1,000 years ago because then they're actually pretending that the freaking thing's 1,000 years old. It's just crazy, crazy when you think of it.
Yes,
But
so really, with C5 Circle, my channel, because I'm going to plug it now, all I'm
yeah,
trying to show people is, look, I'm no one clever. I'm just a guy. But if you put your mind to it, that's why I leave these things in the background. And that's why I act a bit silly and that. And when you see me dancing, there's actual a reality to that because dancing is part of creating energy.
damn
So
right,
before
man.
I came online tonight, I had some best music on in bedroom. I was dancing away. Then I jumped on, see if I could beat my world's record. And all the time, try and keep your energy up. As soon as you start sitting down there
I
going,
I even
this
do.
is
I even
shit,
look in the mirror. I even looked in the mirror.
looking in the mirror.
I,
Yeah,
I did it. No, I fucking did. I did
yeah,
a
yeah. I
dance.
had to take the
I'm
mirror out
that
because I thought,
silly.
yeah, do I look bad?
You know,
No, you know what I mean? Yeah,
I may be big, but I can stick a move.
yeah, yeah. I
I
think
can get. How can I say? The young kids would say, "Get diggy with it." That giddy with it.
Bruce, man, you're super cool. I'm telling you now, I'm not pissing up your back either. That's a Yorkshire expression. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
no,
when you made that video today, it were now. You know what I mean? It were on trend. It were on point. It were proper. It were good. I went, that's now. And
yeah.
that's what I'm talking about with art. And that's what can go wrong if you don't finish your subject. That's why I've got 72 things that aren't finished because
All my
I
songs
leave.
are unfinished, man. All my songs are unfinished. But sometimes it makes it even better because
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
looks at it and they go, oh, "My God, finish it!" And you go,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You go back to
"Yeah,
it then sometime later, and your mind has advanced since then, and you
yeah,
see
yeah."
what
I
was.
need the break. Even
Yeah,
with music is the same. Music, I feel creative. I start writing this amazing song, but then I go 3 months.
yep,
And then
yep,
3 months after you hear it, you said, "What? I wrote that." Then
yep.
you add me. It's like that. I write something, and I go back and listen to it, and I say, "Holy shit, that's good."
I've had a break with this UFO phenomena thing, Bruce, because I've got to try and understand it for myself. I mean, I could, like I said, I've watched tons of YouTube. When wife pissed off, I had so much time to myself, and I just watched everything about UFOs. It's
Well,
just
this is
relentless.
new. This is new, right? I mean, in reality,
Yeah, it's a bit niche, isn't it? Talking about this, what we're doing right now. And I like
yeah,
niche, you know what I
the
mean?
patterns and
Drawing the Mona
frequencies.
Lisa is a bit niche. I know it's a bit cliche, but actually to learn to do it as a paint by numbers, it's a bit cliche. But to
Not at
learn how he
all.
constructed it, to think how he made it, that is part of what I'm trying to say about CE5 and open your mind up to the field.
Your
More comes
fingers,
in.
your fingers went exactly in the same areas that he did. He went with his crayon, with his paintbrush. You drew the Mona Lisa with the real size, right? So
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah, and that's it. And it's like that'll. It's like when I carved what I could bring Cleopatra's needle down to show you, although it needs a hieroglyphs put in on it. It just by carving that, that's
yeah,
kind of an initiation into that, if you know what I mean. You have
absolutely,
to experience it to understand it in its fullest form. But then you can never
absolutely.
understand it to all its depth. It's just like, yeah, I'm a big believer in that. It's like that's why I make so many things and don't finish them. I'm trying to get on to the next thing.
Well,
This
I have so many things, man, around me,
I
and
like the horns on the skull, by the way. I thought that was pretty cool. You got a bit of a
the
Viking helmet going on there the other
the,
week.
the what? Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. But a lot of people don't know why. Like, I mean,
You
all
got a
these.
lot of similarities in there, Bruce, because you got the Egyptian stuff, which
Oh
I
yeah,
can.
lots. I have
And
lots
I'm
actually.
I'm not copying off you. I've not seen you. But there you go. So who have we got there? Which one's that one? That's like the monkey head one, isn't it?
That would be Nimrod. Yeah,
Nimrod. There you
yeah.
go. Even knows the name.
And
Yeah, Nimrod.
get
Yeah.
this, he's got a missing arm. This one.
Does he have one in reality?
Yeah. So this is probably even badder luck because there's a
But
broken
it's
arm
that
on it.
whole thing. It's that whole thing. What you're showing me there. These other beings and the
Yeah,
Egyptians. So the
a
fact
bank,
that
a bank
yeah,
threw that out.
Bruce, go on. The hieroglyphs. The fact
Yeah,
that they make everything out of granite and that we're told they had copper chisels.
it's heavy. Yeah,
These core holes drill that Brian Forrester will show you when he does amazing work he's done on the Paracas skulls and everything else. There's some excellent research, and all this fits in with the UFO topic.
it does. It absolutely does.
Giants,
Me,
Neanderthals, the whole everything.
it's the energy. Me, it's the energy in
Skulls,
it. Yeah.
skulls. You know, that's like more of a Neanderthal type skull.
Hey,
You know what
that's
I mean?
amazing one.
You
Is
know, it'd be
that's
a
another
great
one.
looking man.
You know what that one is, eh? That looks like you said it, the Neanderthal
Yeah. There's
skull.
a new
Yeah.
school just come out, Bruce. You know what? I've forgotten what it's called. I can't remember what it's
I
called.
saw
But
it. I saw
different
it.
again.
I don't know what it's called, but I did see it.
And that's your standard skull.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
like some people, and the only reason I made them was because of the crystal skulls. You've got all these great stories on internet that you
Yeah.
can research and read. But
Yeah.
ultimately, they all led me to looking at the stars because all
Yeah.
these ancient things point you to the sky, don't they?
It-
Let's get
the-
back on point.
yeah. How come? How come?
Well, there
Everything, no
you
matter what.
go. Well, the
Astronomy.
Aborigines, for instance, they
Yeah.
reckon that
Yeah.
mountain, the big mountain, boom, that got sent there from space, and that
Yeah.
seeded the planet with what do you call it?
It's incredible. Hey, are you
Power.
watching? Are you watching La Palma? The the Canary Islands. Massive shockwave this afternoon. Volcanic eruptions. It's as wide as I think
Well,
100 kilometers.
Mother Earth's having a bit of a ding dong lately. It seems like she's letting rip, and I hope everyone's all right. I mean, as them houses, seeing them houses devastating.
Yeah, they're lucky too. I think there were 1,000 people on the island. Everyone was able to get off, but it
Well,
is
do you want to
sad
go
to see.
political, Bruce? Should we go political?
Sure, man.
No,
Whatever.
no. Let's not do religion. Let's not do politics. It's all going to go wrong.
Usually, I'm not allowed to talk. I mean,
You could talk about what you want, mate. We did
Oh,
a good
no.
political one this week. I tell you what, Biden and Boris looked funny in wherever they were sat the other day.
oh
Because,
gosh.
what
You-
did you see Biden when he fell asleep with the Israeli prime minister? And Biden
Oh,
fell
yes.
asleep.
Yes, and also Boris Johnson when he said thank you from that guy down under over there. He
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
even
yeah,
say
yeah.
Boris.
Boris is an idiot.
Boris
I really
was-
like it.
his
you see, I
hair's
mean,
up.
Yeah, I got brought up to draw satire, but I mean satire now, it's frowned upon, isn't it? You know what I mean? And I'm not really taking the
Comedians,
mickey
what
out
are comedians are at risk now? Comedians are in peril. Comedians, they're talking about all the best comedians. We just lost Norm Macdonald, by the way. Did you know Norm Macdonald?
No. I
Yeah,
know Norman
man.
Wisdom.
Yeah, Norm Macdonald. Okay, yes. Norm Macdonald. He has a very particular comedic
I
voice.
might know him if I see his face.
Saturday Night Live. He used to do the news.
Oh, right.
He was the one doing the news on Saturday Night Live.
I'd gone back further than that.
Yeah, well, he had
Yeah.
cancer for 9 years, and I had no idea, and he didn't tell anybody about it, but he passed away, and I guess
Well, we can
uh,
all go at any time, Bruce.
that's right.
You
Absolutely,
know,
that's why we got to profit from it.
there's
Look
no
at
point being scared of that. You know what I mean? That's going to
no,
be that's the next big one. That's the next phase. You know what I mean? I mean, what is this phenomena trying to tell us? What there's so many inlets and outlets to all this whole discussion, not just the nuts and bolts of it, the spiritual, conscious aspect of it, the whole
is
sheboggle.
that how we get away?
When
That
you listen, sorry,
yeah,
I just can't get all these out to you because I wanted to tell you.
shoot.
And I've been trying to, I sit there and I go, you're not going to remember this. Because the last time we seen these, I wrote everything down. There were piles of paper. And when it got to the show, I went, I can't even read what I've written.
You were too excited. Can't remember what the frick.
Yeah. But no, I was on Cindy's show the other day. I was just going to write, Bruce, we should do another live stream again. And I wrote it out and I thought, that's just too fucking cheeky, man. Leave him alone. And I deleted it before I sent it.
And I asked
2
you,
seconds after you went, I want Simon on my stream. Yes,
yeah,
Cindy, baby. Go on, Cindy. Big up, Cindy. We love Cindy. Great
yeah. Well,
video, Cindy.
this is where I met
Great
Simon
stream.
too.
You're getting slick now, Cindy.
Yeah, and that's where I met Simon. I saw him on also well, on my channel too, but on Cindy's channel, and we had some fun. We went on and we talked, and we had a hell of a good time.
It was good.
Yeah, well, it's always good. It's always fun on Cindy's
Bruce, you do
channel.
realise I'm the survivor of an head injury twice over, and I have got a bit of a disability where I will repeat and talk in a very fast manner. But what happened when I got this brain injury? It ended up opening me up to more than I knew before. It actually had an effect on me which wasn't detrimental. It actually
Positive, a
it's very
positive effect.
positive. Yeah. And
It
it's like
opened another door or something. Yeah,
this Grant Cameron, I'll have to mention him again. He's done a thing tonight where he talks about that, and he's saying that people with brain injuries, it opens them up to the field. And I went, oh, that's interesting, Grant. He kind of got me attention, and he was talking about other things like extreme trauma, which I mentioned before on Cindy's show that I
right.
did once. Because people I've talked to who do see E5 and have had experiences, I've talked to people who are actually claiming to have been on ships, Bruce. This is how far it's going. This is
You know,
how far it's
well, you know
going.
what?
In my
The first
town
time,
alone, there's 2 people been abducted. I'm trying to chase them down to do an interview with them. But I
right?
don't. It's 7 years since she's posted, and from what I can see, what she's done, she was a definite experiencer.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? She wasn't
Me,
making
when
it up.
people started talking about that, about ships, I had only realized like, when my dad died when I was younger, any spirit or shadow I'd see, I was always assuming it was my dad
Mm.
because a kid wants to see his dad. So it never came to my attention that it could be something alien. That happened very recently, actually, a couple of years ago, and I started saying, "Holy shit!"
So your
All
dad died
these,
when you were young.
yeah, 6.5. It was a tragic accident, like
That's terrible. That's terribly sad.
yeah,
That, Bruce.
yeah, a truck accident, and he was he became quadriplegic.
You
Then
see, that's
what?
trauma.
He
That's
died. Yeah,
extreme trauma. That's made
yeah,
you. That opens you up to something.
it did, but we had a connection because he stuck around, and it's like I had not lost him. You
Maybe
know.
he's checking that bag in your kitchen, Bruce.
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
you.
yeah. I'm
Hey,
telling you. Listen, the
what?
kitchen.
How did you
That's
feel about that energy? Because that was a great video. I made time to sit down and watch it because it was a long job, and you've got to sit down with a cup of tea and watch
yeah.
it right. Like, and I was like, fucking hell, it sounds a bit unhinged right now. I went, the guy's like, what the fuck's going on? And you could hear it in your voice. That's when I know something's genuine. Now,
Yeah.
when you posted, when I'm telling you, and you can look if you haven't seen on my video that I've got 2 lights just appearing outside. I filmed it. These 2 fucking lights, they just stood there looking at me. I've just opened my loft window. These 2 lights just come out of the mist and stay there.
Yeah,
I'm
and
like,
there's never anyone with you when that happens, though.
oh, I've had people with me, but not
Oh yeah,
the extreme, more interesting ones like that.
yeah,
When I
exactly.
first got my first real big experience with the CE5, Bruce, I didn't have a camera. And
No,
I've been trying to chase that experience ever since. And you can't recreate what you've already done. You go
no,
mad
it's like
trying to do it.
when you chase it,
You
it's like
can't. You
like
fuck it
no,
up.
wait,
Yeah, you've got to let it come.
gotta let it come. Yeah,
Because
we
I said to
direct.
someone, you're rinsing it with C5. You're doing it every night. You know what I mean? You can't go, you know what I mean?
No.
Every night long, you know what I mean? You've got to have a break.
Yeah,
I personally get spiritually kind of drained. I get exhausted.
Yes, I do too. Like
Late nights, high
six
energy.
days, 6 days on the sun there, and then at one point it's like, something goes by the sun. I don't give
Yeah,
a
yeah. And then you
shit.
flake out. Yep,
Yeah, it's too much because
yep.
I'm too into it. I'm
Some of
like,
them sight. Yep,
you
yep.
know, I'm looking so much for something to go by,
Bro,
but
some of them sightings that I post, I write the time on them
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and the date because I think that's important. And some of them at 3:45 in fucking morning and stuff. Sorry, I'm swearing, Bruce. I'm awfully sorry. I'm just really turned into my old self there. I'll be so I'm awfully sorry. I don't really speak like that. I'm an incredibly well brought up chap. I've got a pipe and everything. Look,
That's why you're
by
here, mate.
Joe, by Joe, Bruce, I was really,
Oh yeah, that would have been good. That
yeah,
with the big white end, like the Sherlock Holmes pipe.
yeah. It's a proper pipe. It's a proper job.
Yeah. Oh, now you just reminded me of my
But I
grandfather.
bought it, you see, so I could understand how a pipe was made, so I could make my own. But I have smoked it, obviously, because my granddad used to smoke a pipe. And like I
Yeah.
say, my granddad was a clever man. You were on about the radio amateurs. That's where we kind of went off tangent again. And yes, he was a radio amateur and had this huge mass, Bruce. And he could talk to people in Australia. So that was him and his friends kind of set up this grid that we've got now because people learned off them. They were
Yeah. Right.
making it, they were doing it for real. So the
Right.
original ham radio people, they set this communications network up. If my granddad could sit here now and see how me and you were talking, and you're in Montreal, and
Yeah.
his little
Yeah.
brain
Yeah.
would be popping off thinking about the copper wire on
It's
bobbins
too
and the
bad, eh?
valves.
It's too bad, eh? Look at everything they friggin' did to communicate.
Mm.
AM radio or friggin' the post. There was no way of communicating or telephone or that's the only way. They couldn't get on
Well,
the internet like that.
my mother said, I don't understand what my father got out of it. I said, what he got out of it, Mum, was the fact that he built everything himself and he got
Jeez,
to
yeah,
talk
all
to
the
somebody in Australia.
yeah, and there's nothing that strong today. They don't
No,
make things like that. They don't even
and
make the lamps for it anymore and everything.
no, and
But
because of him, yeah, go on, sorry.
yeah, no problem. So some people say, and I know they can, but how do they communicate with the space station? Is it
Yeah,
only
right. I'll tell you how that works. That's easy. And the reason why they do it. Now, the reason the ISS allows radio hams to
right,
listen to them
right,
all day, whenever they want, 24
right?
7, is because if anything goes wrong with NASA's comms, every
They'll
single radio ham that listens to will report
will
that there's
report it.
a situation.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Now, there's all these people like going on about what do you think NASA are doing, and surfers at Moon going, well, look what NASA have shown this week, and
Oh
what's
yes,
going on, and all this hype. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
When really
yeah.
you could sit there with a cheap as chips, under 50 quid, under $30, battle for a
Absolutely,
UV 5-hour radio, and you can actually legally turn it on because you might have laws about you transmitting unless you're a radio ham, depending on what country you're in.
absolutely. Carole Hamel, merci beaucoup. Bonjour à
And you
toi.
can simply
Thanks.
tune it in onto the frequency. I've got it written down on a piece of paper somewhere what frequency it is because there's a list of frequencies. I mean, this little radio, for instance, will pick up things like 446 taxi drivers, but it won't pick up the
Oh yeah,
police.
yeah, yeah.
That's just
Exactly. I mean,
446. That's all we've got left that they'll
you
let us have
know,
for free.
like everyone back in the days, even today, you could pick up 8 megahertz,
Yeah.
the telephones. You
Yeah.
could pick up, I guess the old telephones, you can't pick those up.
Well, that's
So
what happened the other night on a contact event. So I'd ask, and I've got it on video. I said to my daughter, shall I post it? She's a bit like yours, where you're asking a piece of equipment to do something and it does. So I'm holding the radio and I've asked in the field of meditation for something to tell me when it's coming through this radio. Now they do this, it's called that's CE6, that's Close Encounters of the Sixth Kind, where
yeah,
your equipment gets interfered with.
you
And
can get
what'll happen-
pulsations. Yeah, I get
Yeah,
that
what
a lot,
happens?
Simon. I
I've
get that
seen-
a lot.
I've seen a demonstration of it, and this guy, all of a sudden, it'll start repeating. So it tries picking up a signal, but it just goes, and and that's not really normal. It should just pick that signal up. And
Yeah.
So I'm outside, and I go, and I'm filming it. So I'm well aware I'm making a YouTube video. You know what I mean? I'm trying this experiment live. You know what I mean? This is how it's going on.
Did you see the one with my phone? I did that one with my
I've
phone.
seen it. This is what I'm talking to you about. So I say to the radio, star people, will you tell me when you're coming through this radio? And then all of a sudden, I'm not pressing anything. It just goes, it starts repeating, and it was repeating a dialing tone. So it's picking up a dialing tone, but it's breaking it on and off. And then
Pulsations, Morse code, pulsations, frequencies. You're getting all these patterns, numbers.
And then I pause, and then I say, right, so star people, can you do that again? It does it again. Anyway, I've filmed it. I'll do the video. What happens after that? 10 minutes later, I look at the sky then, put this away, look at the sky. And I say to the sky, it sounds mad this, doesn't it? But you've got it all here. This is a good show, folks. You don't hear it like this anywhere else on YouTube. This is how it really is. So I looked at the sky, and I'm not a lunatic. So I looked at the sky and I went, could you flash, please, if that radio interference was you? And I filmed it, and I've got it on film.
That's exactly what I do.
So I get confirmation that was real. After that, oh no, it was before that, because that were after that, this so-called, in my head at the time, satellite went by. And I went, this is how I test if the satellites. I went, if you're a satellite, show me you're not, power up.
Absolutely.
I say it through my heart. I'm not saying it as bland as that. And I'm sincere, and I mean it with love and empathy.
That's the only way. If you're doing it to laugh at them, they're not going to do it.
And then it lights up, because I say to them, if you are part of this. Now, I'm well aware of iridium satellites and geodesic satellites and all the rest of them. Now, they only made 77, didn't they? Iridium satellites, 77 being the atomic number of iridium. And they only let off, I think it was, and I can see I'm not looking at anything, Bruce. All this is starting my stupid brain damaged mind. I think they let about 64 of them into the sky. They didn't actually release the full amount, or so many of them not functional. So, there's not that, and they all went out of, iridium satellites all went out of function a number of years ago. So what are we seeing now? They can't be telling us, it's an iridium satellite.
No. And Elon Musk, don't forget, he changed at one point. They were supposed to change the satellites because they were blinding. They didn't want it to blind the.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. It didn't want
Cindy's just pointing out that her father was a ham radio operator as well, you see. And that was another coincidental thing I had with Cindy. So then, guessing how much money were in a jar. Her dad being a radio ham. These are just too many coincidences. So I wrote down, boom, boom, boom. Do you want to do a stream? Forget it. You write to me, tell me that.
Yeah.
That's not a coincidence.
No, the energy's there, man. I'm telling you. You either picked up on what I was already going to ask you.
Yeah.
It's probably
how I'm
right,
thinking, Bruce. That's how I'm having it. That is what I'm doing. And you can sort of correlate experiments like that now. And that's what I'm trying to do with my channel.
But that's exactly it. Look, I'm doing an experiment, and unfortunately, my bloody garbage moved.
Yeah, that was just ace, mate. You did a good one, and I could see people in comments, because I read people's comments, because I like reading what
I would have loved to have made the skeleton instead.
Hey, mate, you freak them Jesus religious guys out, man. Them Jesus loving them. God, I made you God, holy God. God came to me and he said, Jesus Christ, restore that light up to you, boy. Stand up. And then they
you are healed. You're healed. And he grabs your forehead and he puts
it. And they go flying across the church, and then all these people cried around him, and they start shaking about, and he picks up and he goes, my God, this man is healed. Yeah, I mean, these might be real miracles. All these people are just completely delusional because they're in mass hysteria. Mass. You understand what I'm saying? This is getting back onto the energy thing. So the more of us there is, like, I haven't had a lot of energy all day, Bruce. I've been trying to create it. So
often it happens to me.
I have come online with you, and now all of a sudden I have this exponential amount of energy. In fact, I can't stop talking. I'm so sorry, Bruce.
I feel better now. I had too much
flowing that fast through my mind. I cannot block them. There's no GABA in my brain to stop the neurons going through, and I can't put the brakes on. That's a scientific fact, by the way.
Damn right, I believe it. I'm dead serious when you say that.
Because I've got a plant downstairs that I picked from some stupid YouTube video. Now this guy on this YouTube video, because I'm into eating from the trees and the herbs and I'm into survival.
Right.
I want to know what to eat or what to do with my water when the world comes to an end, if I live.
Right.
So I like a lot of YouTube for that. And there was this guy talking about a plant called the mugwort plant. I've got a bundle of it downstairs. I could show it you.
Oh,
And
you'd said that last time or something. I think
yeah,
we
yeah.
were
Anyway, I smoked the stuff. Now it's got a lot of history, like related to witchcraft and druids, and it's and other places in the world. The Chinese use it for its. Also in England, they drank it in the 1800s for as a cup of tea, but it was just doesn't do anything like that. This guy on YouTube was telling people that it was psychedelic. Now, for that reason, I went, "Ooh, psychedelic! Where's that grow?" And he talked about it growing on the side of old Roman roads, and I thought, "Oh, there's lots of them around here." So I just started walking around. Within a day or so, I found
right,
a load of
and
it
you were
growing
able to
over.
find so that's
Oh, there was a
trippy.
shitload of it growing over this bridge going into town. I felt like
That's
fucking hell.
trippy. It's
Yes,
funny. The magic mushroom grows across from the police station, not too far from here in Montreal, and nobody goes and gets
that's
it.
a cracker. That's a cracker. That's a beauty. And I
The
tell you
whole
what,
field,
Bruce.
of, in
Yeah,
front of the
but
police
yeah, this
station.
is how misinformative YouTube can be. When I smoked the damn thing before researching it. So I smoked it all day and went, fucking hell, that tastes nice. It's all right. This is better than a proper reefer. And then I went to bed and I had an out of body experience. And I'm telling you what, it was the freakiest dream I've had for ages. And I was like, my God. I woke up and it was like, the dream was
You,
almost carrying on while my eyes were open. And I was like,
it's like
that's,
he went for a walk to pick up the stuff, and then
it
snorted
works.
snorted
It
it.
works.
Went
And
into
it,
a dream, and in your dream, you were actually dreaming you were walking to go get some more.
yeah. No, I'm not smoking it again because I read into it then, and scientifically now it's been proven that it isn't a psychedelic, and it's
No,
actually a GABA, which actually they'll use there's a medicine I think
but
that's
you do
psych.
psychedelic once, man. You do psychedelic once,
Yeah, but
and you meet God. You
psychedelics
you
are a way
fucking
into
wind
the
up
field.
right
Yeah,
there beside
psychedelics
him.
will open you up to the field if you choose to go that way with them. They can be
You
used as a party drug, and you can learn nothing off it.
you will be slingshotted into the heavens.
If you do it like Terence McKenna, so you
Oh
take
yeah,
like 5 grams dried,
yeah.
and in a dark room with no sound, no music, no fuck all, and you sit there. Sorry, I've done it again. Sorry, and you meditate,
Yeah,
and you go into this. You'll go into
a trance.
a transcendental kind of state with that. You know what I mean? It's like because in meditation, I try and get into a what the Buddhists will call a non-conceptual state, and
Yeah.
then in that non-conceptual state, that's when the visions come. Then that's when you might see these other beings, and sometimes before I ever see five, I'll see different beings, and some of them will be human, and some of them will be not human, and I don't know if it's just my imagination. And
No,
obviously,
I don't
sometimes
think so. I don't think so. I've had that experience on psychedelic a long time ago. Only one experience with a brother, not a real family brother, but a brother, and alone to experiment the unknown. And we went somewhere and came back. It was just absolutely exceptional. We're not talking about something idiotic either. It was very
no,
life changing,
psilocybin.
spiritual.
Yeah, psilocybin mushrooms are idiotic. The fact that they've been illegal in so many countries just says to me that's just like putting fluoride in water. So you're cutting off this natural wisdom plant. You're just
Right,
like
right, right,
going,
right, right,
right, you know what I mean? It really is
right,
one
right,
of them
right.
plants
I
that
mean, it was a long
now I'm a
time ago,
real man. Now you've had that. It's like, if you haven't experienced that, mate, you haven't
but
fucking
it's because
lived.
after that, I was always able to go back and get that door by
Yeah, that
myself.
door into where? And
Yeah,
and you, and you can when I sat in the dark in it last time, and I sat in the dark and I just meditated, and I had an experience where I think I went out of body and I went to some place and I lost myself. I didn't know my body was. I didn't feel my legs or my arms. My heart rate was virtually not beating. Me my breathing was so shallow, and then that's the last I can remember. And then all of a sudden there was this bang, bang, an almighty bang, like a bullet in me
like
inside
a
me
pop.
mind. Bang!
Wow.
And I snapped back into my body. Now I did that in meditation this week, and I think there's a way of doing it, and it's getting into that non-conceptual state. But this means a lot of fasting, and there's a lot of other things involved. You can't. It's not. You've got to have yourself in a fit kind of state, and he's doing a bit of the Wim Hof holding your breath method.
That's leaving. That you're literally hearing the popping of the detachment
This is
of
what
your
I've
body
this is
embodiment.
what I've heard, Bruce. Yeah,
Yeah,
and there's someone said you're snapping back into your soul
I
is literally
I
snapping back
said it
into your body.
in this morning's live stream. I mentioned it. I said every time I've had an encounter, I hear a bloody, loud screaming sound, you described as popping. Yes, like the popping. It was very
Bruce, you
very loud.
see, you've brought me to the right room, and thank you so much, Bruce. Because one of my earlier videos, the reason I made my videos was in the beginning. I mean, they could have been anything I was filming. I really don't know because my
Right.
mind had become bamboozled by what
Right.
I'd seen on a real experience.
Yeah,
And
for
when you
sure.
get a real C5 experience, I'm not warning you, I'm just telling you, it will change your world, and you will be in a state of almost insanity because
Yeah,
you're open to everything
I was
for
very
quite a long
emotional.
period of time. And that is where you have to find balance. That's really important. And that's where meditation can
You
help
have to
there.
hold on to reality and perception and say to yourself, whatever you're going to see, wherever the frig you're going to go,
Yes,
your
I
2
had
feet are still standing here.
birds
Eh,
circling me bloody house, lights going on and off, and like you did.
Yep.
My daughter were here. She couldn't believe it. The thermometer that I have in the corner here for that very reason dropped super low. Have you ever experienced different smells? Now, I smell a smell of sweat, and I don't smell of sweat. I'm not a stinky kind of guy. I have a bath generally every night.
The smell of a dirty body,
Yeah.
like
So there's this
almost a death
smell of a dirty body in me
or
fucking
death.
house when I've been out doing something, and I think as landlord he can't
Yeah,
let himself in because I lock my gate with a bolt and chain around it if I don't want no one coming
yeah.
in, no
I've
one
smelled
getting
that
in.
to the point where
And I've got a dog.
I found myself going like this,
Yeah,
trying to
but I knew
smell.
it wasn't me, Bruce, because it wasn't my
No,
smell.
well,
So there we
I
go
don't.
again.
I
Now
have a problem. I don't sweat. I
that is
don't
part
sweat
of the
very much.
phenomena. That is part. Now that is an actual visitation. So we're not talking about looking at something in the
Yeah,
exosphere or ionosphere.
sulfur. I smelled
This is something
sulfur.
that's come right down into the troposphere, and it's
Yeah,
in your room.
yeah,
Now
yeah.
that is what C5 actually
I've smelled
brings along.
a smell of rotten eggs, but again, it's the rotten
Yeah,
meat.
in your room, in your
Yeah,
bloody room. I remember in my
yeah,
bedroom, and I was like,
yeah. But
"Something's been in my
the
room."
rotten meat though, that was a bit.
That's a bit of a naughty one, that Bruce. That's
Yeah,
getting into nasty, really nasty stuff.
yeah, rotten
I'm
meat.
thinking though, with the smell of strong sweat, little green men. I'm thinking skinny bobs,
Oh
like
yeah,
little reptilian beings.
they say if it's true, they say that they do smell. That they do.
I s-
They reek. Apparently, I don't know if it's true. I mean, a lot of people. I'm not just saying that. I'm saying what.
Well, that's
Uh,
it. This isn't rehearsed, Bruce. This is
no,
totally ad
no.
lib. I've jumped on with you. I'm talking straight off the fly, off the top of my head. I know I'm
Same
rambling on a
here.
bit, people, and I'm awfully sorry. And thank you for your patience, but I'm full of
Oh, it was
excitement.
fun,
I
man. We
apologize.
love. I wanted my community to get to know you at the same time. Interesting guy, carvings and paintings and a whole bunch of stuff you're doing, man. Just absolutely incredible. I think
Thank
it's
you,
awesome.
Bruce.
I
Thank
think
you
it's.
so much.
Oh
You
yeah,
see,
man.
at the end of the day, we are an antenna. You know, it's
Damn
this
right.
here. This is my
Right.
whole, we are, and I've heard you talk about it before. We are an antenna. Why did the
We're
Egyptians have all these things right there on the
we're an
image?
antenna. Yes, we're an antenna, and
Daleks.
we fucking transmit.
Yeah, and we transmit. So that is what C5 is all about, Bruce. That is it. I know you get it. I know you understand it. And I know you're buying it. I know you're not totally with it yet, but I think you're going to be. And all the time, when I've watched you, when I've said to you, little tiny things I'll say to people, and eventually I'll get a message saying, I believe it with all my heart. You know what I mean? I even get messages, and I'm just going to say to those people, no, I'm not a star person, not as far as I know. I'm just a lad from Yorkshire because I ain't a guru and I can't show you right from you're gonna find that within yourself. But I'm just trying to show you that
That's how I find truth. When I see it in other people,
your
I
reality
believe that.
could be completely different if you
What?
allow it.
Yeah, like I believe that you're going to mention to me something about your grandmother that's going to spark something that it's going to help me do something with my son that's going to change him to maybe do something better with his wife, or
Well,
I believe the
absolutely, it's
energy's
a
there.
chain of events. Yeah, 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 yeah. You got
You
it.
know,
Yeah, we are all one. We are. I mean, I've talk about meditation again because I actually got sightings through making something originally. So I was trying to tell my friend, well, I do a little meditation for half an hour, but I think about what I've been making. So that's the thought projection. That's the
right?
thought form. So that's the image I'm sending. So I will send this image. I don't think skulls is a right good one, but I will send that image because I've been working on that image
No,
all
no.
day.
Why? What is it though? What is it with the skulls? If you have a skull, it's a
I did a bit.
you
That's got
know
energy in it. I took that on a C5,
you
right?
know
I took that
why.
on a C5 and two fucking lights came. Sorry, I swear in too much. It's because it's late at night. Two lights came down
We're
from the sky.
into it. We're into it.
We're doing it, Bruce. We're doing it big time. I told you we'll kill it, mate. We'll just smash this. We can
Hey,
do this whenever you want, Bruce.
the
I'm telling you
skull,
now. I'm
the
coming back,
skull
whether you
is
want
a
to hear it or not.
secret. Yeah, the skull is the secret. It's the beginning. It's the end.
The
It's
skull, I did a meditation in front of the skull the other night and I had it a bit freaky.
yeah.
And I had to move it. I put it back where it lives. Now we're
Oh, I
watching an
believe it.
Australian guy today who takes stones and he's got all these old stones. They're just stones like this, but then they've been shaped a certain way and they've got markings on them. And obviously these markings are markings of the stars. He's a great guy. He's an Australian lad. He's got long scruffy hair
These are
like
little
me.
skulls. These are little stones, but all done with skulls on
Are
them.
they handmade? Are they plastic?
Yeah. No. And it's bone. It's from not
Oh,
from. It's from
wow.
another country. It's imported.
Imagine making all them.
Yeah.
Could you
No, I
even?
didn't. No, this is a real antique or something from another country. It's
Wow.
something probably rituals or something that were done. I got
Yeah, yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
dark stuff
Rituals.
and stuff I don't know
Oh,
where
dark
from.
stuff. Well, that's what I was saying. So these Aborigines, they told him these stones are like magic stones, he's saying, and things happen to people when they hold these stones, and one's an healing stone. And the Aborigines believe that these stones need putting back and placing in a certain way. I forgot what this guy's called. He's really good. And,
Like
it
the
all
story
comes
of the
back.
crystals. Like the story of the
Yeah, it's got
crystals.
the crystal skull thing. It's like stone, like I was saying, quartzite, piezoelectric quartz. If I smash that with a hammer now, you'll see sparks come off it. And I used to see that when I was carving stone on an evening when it were getting dusk. And I'd be carving with a hammer and chisel, and off the end of your chisel, sparks come all the time. Now,
Right?
before I learned, I used to believe that they were the metal off the end of the chisel, but it's not. It's the piezoelectric. So you get these little explosions when
It's
you're
real.
carving when it gets
Yeah.
dusk, and it's beautiful to watch. It's just like,
Incredible, eh?
wow, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So there's all that energy in this quartzite, which is in granite and marble and all these different materials. So
Like
yeah,
like
can we,
brass
if
and
we
everything.
can project our energy into space, that's what we've just been saying, or across to you, like I was saying to you last time, through the machine. It's not through the machine. We're using that just so other people could see how we're relating to each other,
Exactly.
but we're actually directly relating through
You
all
must
the
have
all the.
felt the energy today. I was thinking of you a couple of times. I knew you were coming on.
Well, you
So
look pissed on
obviously,
stream earlier on because I thought he thinks I'm not here, so I wrote down on your 6 o'clock stream. But I joined about 10 minutes late. I took dog out and I joined stream, and I went, Bruce, I'm here. 10-4. Bruce, come in, Bruce,
no,
come in,
no,
Bruce.
I didn't look, but I knew you were there. It's because I was getting a lag of the bloody
Yeah, yeah.
comments.
And then you
I knew
went
you
dead.
were there.
And I thought, this show's not rolling tonight because I told a few of my friends because they watched the last one. And I
Yeah,
hope they watch it. And if they can't, because it's late now, I know that my friend Lightweight and Tina, who subscribe, might be watching. And they're in Scotland. And I'll just say hello
yeah.
to
This
them
was fun,
if
man.
they're watching.
We got to
And
do this
obviously,
again.
Cindy's community, hello to everyone there. Thank you for all your lovely comments.
Yeah,
Like
Cindy
I'm
Lou.
saying, what I'm showing you is real for me, like Bruce is, like we all are.
That was thanks
And
to Cindy that I had a chance to see you, man. It's she had you on a couple of times. I said, "Oh, Christ, what a good guy." I have to get to your channel, man. I promise I will. I'm not gonna lie. I don't get the people's channels.
what's the latest stuff I've done, Bruce? From now, I'm backwards there, and it gets to the beginning, and you might go. There's one or two where I'm thinking I should pull them. Really, it might be fucking ISS that, and I'm saying it's the Elohim coming off of it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I had a very real experience where an orb as big as, but this is where the illusion came in. It looked like it were right in front of me,
Right,
but it can't have been. It must have been in the sky because they always are. And
right,
then
right.
another orb, smaller one, not an orb because it looked two-dimensional. It looked as flat as paper. It didn't even look
No,
round. It was flat and it was just white and it was just drifting at me like that. And then another one came out the side of it. It meant something. It meant either part of my soul has extracted somewhere else or I'd created another reality. It meant something.
yeah.
Every sighting I have, Bruce, I don't just I don't just leave it where it is. I've got stuff
It's
on
because
there.
we don't have the terms or the tools to
We don't
explain
have
what
the
we're seeing.
language. We
That's
don't
right.
have the language to explain what we're even doing. We don't
That's right.
understand yet. It's like you said
No.
earlier on in one of your stream. It's just theory. It's conjecture and
Yeah.
theory.
Yeah. But
we
that's going to
can
bring us to the
correlate.
truth,
Yeah, we
though.
can correlate a few things.
Right.
Like you smelt something, I did.
Right.
You can see how they interfere with electrics. I've actually filmed that myself this week. I'm going to release it. Cindy said I can't wait to see that. But there was something just telling me people won't buy it. People won't believe it.
My microwave.
People think you're pressing the button and it's your mate downstairs going beep 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 beep
Yeah,
beep beep.
exactly. Well, look, my microwave can turn this stream off. It's 16 feet away or 15 feet away from here, and I can turn off the live stream by going to start the microwave. And what it's going to do is none of you.
Everything.
Yeah, you guys can't click on anything. We stay here, but we're stuck.
So the microwave kicked in and it's cut you off. That's how it went down earlier on.
No, it didn't. But I've done. We're talking about silly tests that we do, like CE5 and whatever. Trying to. Well, I've done the test with the microwave and the computer near the microwave. That microwave eats the hell out of the computer. It stops every platform I'm on. It stops the internet connection. It's simultaneously every time. So
it's no good for putting your food in, then, is it?
No, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, it's
take magnets out of it, Bruce. Get all copper out of it and scrap the thing. You know what I mean? And
exactly.
Turn it into a plant pot. I don't like putting food in there, but
Jeez,
sometimes
you took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say,
Yeah.
I'll just make a batch of pot with it. And
turn it into a barbecue. You'll make something out of it. You know what I mean? I've scrapped
Maybe
loads of them, Bruce.
Some muffins for my community.
Yeah, I scrap loads of them because I take the magnets out of them, and I've got a massive mega stack of magnets. And I originally did that because I was going to put it in the field on a pole, and I thought that might attract the ETs because there's something to do with magnetism. Like when you got it's like the tether thing that NASA did.
Yeah,
the tether that you showed.
I could just see them. I could just see them landed or just hovering over, saying, "What the fuck is that?"
Well, yeah. What's this guy doing in a field with a push light bike on top of a load of magnets flashing on and off at us?
Exactly.
Playing a signal out of a radio that goes no further than 5 kilometers.
Exactly.
Thinking we're gonna bloody hear him. Well, that's what I'm saying, because all these things that they use in CE5, like radios and that, if they come in close, they can interact with them. But they're just a talisman. So you're using that as a thought form.
Yeah.
You're really projecting the information from yourself or from the field that we all access all the time.
Exactly.
Sorry, Cameron, for using your word, the field, mate, but I just nicked it. So that is a good way of explaining it, and I like it. But
damn right.
Bruce, do you want to have a break a minute? Can I go and just relax for 2 seconds? Because I feel like my lungs are going to collapse.
Man, I was just going to say, but you're going to have to come back on, though, another time.
Come back on?
Yep, come back on another time for sure, because that's what I'm going to go do now. I'm going to go answer some comments before getting off.
Right then, are we going to finish up? Are we going to roll it up or wrap it up?
Yeah, we wrap it up.
Bruce, I could have kept going. How long did we keep on going for?
We were
joking.
We did
3
good.
hours. Bruce, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. We've been going for 3 hours.
Been going a while, man. We had fun.
Thank you for putting up with me, everybody.
Hey, man, no problem. And I'm going to see you again soon, bro. We'll do this again.
Hey, please Bruce, I hope I didn't take you by surprise whittering away too much there, because I know I can be hard work. My mother puts phone down on me, you know.
What we just did is what I expected us to do. We had a lot of fun. I wanted to talk about, and here it's really weird. Because
Bruce, give it a shout again and I'll come on if you really want to, because we should have, I think it'd be good for you and it might encourage other people to have a conversation with your subscribers and let them interact with you, because it makes a more family style atmosphere for what you're doing. And thank you for that. Not a lot of people do it. And I knew I was going to get to talk to you, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I knew it too. I told
my daughter a year ago, I went, I'm going to end up talking to one of these lot on YouTube.
Oh, for sure, man. Great minds think alike.
So just manifest what you think, believe in what you feel, and it'll happen. But I don't believe in like getting £1 million and all that. I don't do that one, because that's manifesting the wrong thing. So you've got to manifest things for other people.
You're a smart one. You did just like me. And you know what? We're going to be poor all our freaking lives, but we'll never miss anything.
No, but we're
Guaranteed.
wealthy in other things, Bruce, and that
That's
makes you the
right.
most wealthiest man in the world. And I can
That's
see it
right.
in your face, mate, and you carry good energy. And I
Thanks,
thank you
man.
very much for having me on your show.
I have a collection of trolls, my friend, that nobody will
Send
ever
them to me.
possess.
I'll eat them
Okay,
alive.
I will do that with the pipe too. Send them this way. I will, yo.
What, Bruce? Yes. Anyway, next time we'll have a discussion about ETs and how they can use your lavatory.
And next weekend, I'm trying to. You know what I need is what is it? What do they call the car guys?
Oh, you're talking about the English ones. Yeah.
Yes,
Top Gear.
Hadman
Top
Simon.
Gear.
No, it's yeah, yes, Top Gear. There
Top
we
Gear
go.
with the guy. What's his name? Jeremy Clarkson.
Jeremy Clarkson. What the hell was wrong with me? Why couldn't? But what's the other one? The other one's always talking like, oh well. I say, what the hell's his name? The short one. The
Well,
short
that's why I
one.
did that. Because we don't all go what, but we do drink cups of tea. But sometimes I have a
But
cup
what's
of
the short guy's name on it? Now
Mustafa Joe.
I'm gonna
Pardon?
flip out if I don't get this guy's name. The short one.
The
Not
short one. I don't know. The guy who got a brain injury when he has a load of crashes him.
oh, that's true. Yeah, well, yeah, that's right. He did have rating when he crashed
Yeah.
at
You might talk funny because of that.
no, I guess not. That
Yeah.
made me
When the
laugh.
ton and a half of steel landed on my head, Bruce, I talked a bit funny for a bit.
Yeah.
And I knew that's why I know that we are what we are, because I knew I was doing it. But my body was doing these mistakes. But something else that can't be my body
Right.
knew they were happening.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
why when you look at someone with extreme disability, never think they're lesser than feeling than you are.
That's
It
right.
might
No,
even be multiplied more than yours is.
there's a universal language. I worked with people with very handicapped people had heavy handicaps and low mobility, and I swear to God, I
They've got a
flipped out.
strength, haven't they?
Yes, but there's a language there where they communicate, and most of them couldn't talk. And no, there's something scary about the way they were communicating with me
Oh, you mean they
because
were doing it telepathically?
I don't know, maybe I don't know, but it was
Kids can sense everything, mate. Kid can walk in a room, he knows exactly what the crack is.
it was
He
strange.
knows
Their
exactly
facial
what's going on.
their
Tell you
facial
about
expressions, the facial
I can
expressions.
remember being a child, Bruce, and I was horrible. And I
Yeah.
knew at a very early age how to wrap an adult around my little finger.
Oh
and
yeah,
get
of course,
what I
eh?
wanted.
Yeah,
Even
that's
with the hardest of hardest. And I might have been actually manipulating them. And this is because I was horrible to take something.
well
You know?
that's at the beginning when we see we have that power and we
I'm not
transfer
like
it
that
into
now, but I
positive.
was when I was a kid, I was bad.
That's it. We transfer it into positivity. So we use that
Without being in
power.
darkness, Bruce, you can't get to this light point and understand it. I believe that people are born really nice people. They're just born nice, but they don't know how they become so naive. It's scary.
Yeah.
But the beautiful
Our
people-
perception is
beautiful.
ripped apart, and that's the ideal is to change the perception of the people. You know,
Yeah.
families fight with family members because the system's always trying to change people's perceptions.
Well, that's what that silly did. That silly, what do you call it?
Oh yeah, exactly.
That's what that's all about. Because my parents have, and they know that I won't. My brother has, but I expected him to.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
I
a different
never will.
mentality.
I never would. And you're not telling me what to do. Now, when you come from that as a child, and you're not telling me what to do, mate. You know, if you haven't got that, it's in you. It's just you're that type of person.
Yeah.
Just heels in. You're not.
It saves you. It saves you down the road. It saves you down the road. Being a badass saves you down the road. If you use it, you know.
I know for a fact. I've been through the system. I've been to prison. I know how they treat you. I know what they do to people. I know how I was in a cell with a murderer. I've talked to him. I ended up crying. I opened him up, and he ended up crying. I showed him how to draw, and it brought him some relief. You know what I mean? And I talk to these people, and I know how the government's treat us, and they do not care.
No.
They do not
care.
No,
we're numbers. I'll say, like Bob Barker used to always say, don't forget to get your pet spayed and neutered. Not neutered means
mine's still not been done, Bruce. She's a beautiful animal, and she'd be nice for her to have a litter one day. But
of course, why remove?
I'm not getting
reproductive.
You're kind of saying that's what the government want is all spayed and neutered.
Well, yeah. In reality, it's like you're doing that to us now. You know, they're giving us jabs, but in reality, they're getting us neutered.
Yeah.
They're keep the pet population low. Bob
Yeah, yeah.
Barker used to always say it.
They do it.
Keep the pet
Well, it's all part of
population.
the propaganda by showing you that your pet needs. My pets have never had a booster or any of that shit. I've never ever.
People go and do it because everybody does. Yes,
Yeah,
but
but
why do
that
you do
is
it?
a
I
way
don't
of
know.
bringing it into your life. That's a
Yeah,
way of initiating you into the way of the vaccination because we're
that's right.
showing you that your animal will live a beautiful life if we stick this in it. And then, you know what I mean? The animal ends up getting cancer all over it, and you end up taking it back to that vet's where he gives it a load of drugs and says,
Exactly.
it lives a life of misery. The vet takes another $200 off you for putting it down, and then the
It's
vet's
real.
laughing all the way to the
Yeah,
dispensary to get
it's
some more
absolutely
drugs for your
crazy.
poor little dog. And that's
Absolutely
what they do
crazy.
to us. We're no different to dogs. And
Right?
that's really what we are. And that's your birth certificate, your number, and all that route.
Yeah, they
Bruce, we
own
can
us.
talk about every single aspect of everything because you're a good man and you've got a brain. And that's who I need, someone who can cope with what I'm saying. Because I've
Yeah,
had
man,
people.
I copy. I 10 on 10. Sleep just
10
right on
4,
time.
buddy. It's a big 10 4. I
Yeah,
talked to a lad who I worked with on a building site, who I looked after on a building site when he was young, and now he's grown up. He come to see me, and he was talking to me, and I showed him this ET CE5 circle thing, and he basically ran out of the house. I said, I've made contact, and he did not get out the door fast enough, and he could not open the handle on the door because the handle fell off, and he looked at me. I'm like, God, I just really want to get out of my house. And
it's
anyway, he went.
incredible. It's incredible
2
what's out
weeks
there.
later, he stopped the car and he said, wound the window down. And he went, Simon. I went, what? And he went, I've watched your videos. And I went, and? He went, it's real, isn't it? And I went, yeah. And that when his life changed. And that were enough. Just that one thing were enough. I went, and that
Yeah.
made me make another 3 more videos. I don't need 1 million views. If
Hey,
anyone subscribes and helps out and
Simon.
likes what I'm doing, that's fine. But I'm not
Yeah,
making no cash out of it. I'm just my experiences and I'm showing it you.
Simon, I want you to say something for me.
Go on.
I want you to say, Captain, we can't give him any more power.
Cadden, we can't give him any more power, Cadden.
I love you, man. I love accents. There's no ridiculing here. I love certain accents. And certain accents in England, I noticed there's a lot of different, wide variety of different accents, like
Yeah,
tons
loads.
of them.
Yeah, you could have.
Tons of them. Yeah. Yeah. And I've
Yeah.
heard a lot. A couple, what's the comedian? One of the comedian, he does them all. He goes, he laughs like that. They're another English, I think, or British comedian, but he
Oh,
does
you're on
all
about what comedian? Who are you on about there? The Hollywood one.
the tall one with the black hair there. He's sort of a bit sassy. I
Oh,
don't remember his bloody name.
I thought you meant the guy who does the mask,
Oh
Jim
no,
Carrey.
no,
Because he does a laugh a bit like that as
he's
well.
funny. My
Yeah,
voice is dead.
yeah. That's good. Because I've given
I'm,
you a bit of relief from that by talking a bit more than you. I've been watching the percentage meter. It says I'm going 65% on the gab. Yeah, I
yeah,
love
yeah.
your accent too. So, in fact, my stepson lives in Canada. Unfortunately, I can't remember where he actually is right now, his location. If you watch Scott, peace, brother, and you're my boy. And then hello to all my family. And I'd love to get a chance to talk to you again, Bruce, because you're few and far between. It's a rarity to find anyone who can
Yeah,
actually
man.
get a bit deeper. I'll go
We,
as deep as you want on this subject, into the
oh
conscious
yeah, man.
aspect of it, into the interrelation aspect of it, into
Absolutely.
the wildlife aspect of it, and there's just more. And the art connection, which I'll mention Grant Cameron again. He actually does a show on the art connection, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna tackle him. I'm gonna tackle him. I'm gonna say,
Damn
Grant,
right. Damn right.
I've got for you. And because I'm good, that's what I'm going to do with C5, Bruce. So thank you for the opportunity. And that's it.
My pleasure, man. I gotta thank you enough
You're
for,
my good
for
friend.
coming on.
That's how I look at it. I feel like you're there.
Yeah, man. And listen, we're gonna do this soon. I'm gonna get off. I have a phone
Don't have
call
to make
around
no
10:30, but
apologies, but I'll come if you want. I'll come
yeah,
along.
absolutely. Well, I'm gonna head back to the community and answer some of the comments before I get off. And
I'm going to be there back in comment section then. That's where I'm going now. I'm going to give you some relief, Bruce. So I'm going to
damn
piss
right,
off.
brother. No relief, man. I can't get no satisfaction. I
I
posted that
can't
troll.
get no satisfaction.
I
Yeah.
posted that for my trolls yesterday. That's probably
Bruce,
why
check
they.
my channel out and watch the beings appear out of nowhere in the Yorkshire fields of the countryside where I live and enjoy it. And like, so I know that you've watched one. Watch one tonight for me. That's all you've got to do, Bruce.
Oh, on your channel. Damn right, man.
That's one before bedtime. Bedtime story with Simon. You'll enjoy it.
Promise. I'll be
You
there.
enjoy it, won't you, Cindy? And Darla. And everyone else.
Yeah, man. And we'll see you soon. And again, stick around. It's 3 o'clock in the morning for you, but I'm
Bruce,
happy you
I'm
took
a
the time to stop
nocturnal
by, man.
animal. I'm wild. Go on, Bruce. I can see
Awesome.
you're
It's the
wild as
energy.
well.
Energy in
Hi,
there. Wait,
Bruce, baby. Massive energy.
you're not going to sleep after this, anyways. Whoop. Hey, I didn't even get him. He took himself off. I swear I did not flush him. C5, I hope it is you that came off because I did not take you down, bro. He just disappeared like I flushed him. And I didn't. I assure you I didn't. Give me a second when I grab some water, everybody. Well, that was amazing. Hey, I can't thank you enough, Simon. CE5 Circle channel. You guys can check out his channel too at the same time. I don't know. Well, I'm going to say I don't know. I haven't checked it yet, but I hope this guy has carving videos up. And if not, I am going to just so friggin' bug you to get some friggin' carving videos up. That's amazing what he's doing. But if you're like me, your work is secret. When I produce something like a video, I don't have people over my back watching what I'm doing, but and that was fun. And so you guys got a chance to meet Simon at the same time. A little different tonight, you guys. I can't type to save my life. Kai Miller. I'm way better with hammers and wrenches. You laugh, eh? You know how I carve? When I carved with wood, I carved with a hammer and a flathead screwdriver. I was able to make shapes, faces, even branch tree forms in the wood and everything, just with a flathead screwdriver. So much that I used to like doing it so much. Oui, je suis désolé, mon ami Carole Hamel, mais je te remercie vraiment beaucoup pour le sport puis d'être ici, c'est sûr. It's not drug use, it's a journey of spiritual intent. Big difference. Well, that's the difference, eh? A lot of difference. I'm not going to hide it, eh? Look at what Mike Tyson. There's now Joe Rogan. There's a whole bunch of people that experience with the psychedelic. It's not something for everyone. And I maybe think, I don't know if it can be dangerous or not, but some people can really, like when you're on that and you see the other side, you are going to effing see literally the other side, like the steps and all there. And when you do it, you can't flip out. You gotta, just keep going. So were there that many trolls, mods? I'm sorry if there were that many trolls from Lancashire. I'm guessing he sounds just like our friend from there. Heather, thank you very much for being here. Cindy, Shrooms, Greg Roberts, thanks for stopping by. Man, Elon Musk, Bruce said, I'm not saying there are UFOs, but there are UFOs. But with his Dragon crew spotted our space brothers. Isn't that interesting? That I didn't know that they had experienced that. Excuse me. They just recently sent up 4 amateur astronauts alone. I don't know why they say alone. There's obviously someone driving a bloody craft, but alone in space to experience space. There's more and more tourists that we're going to see going around Earth, right? So I wonder if some of the objects that I saw were some of the asteroids that were supposed to pass by Earth. I'd have to get them back up with you for you all. The 14th or 15th, 16th, 17th, there's 2 or 3 asteroids that were supposed to be going by, but we're not going to hide it. Those are the days that I myself captured something. So my son called before. He was the one that called at the beginning, checking up on dad to see if things were okay. He's got a break around in about 10 minutes. So I'm probably going to get off before 10 minutes to be able to go say hello to him. I've got a stash of shrooms. I'm going to touch over here. Y'all going to make me bust it open. Funny. Bonne nuit à toi, Carole. Merci. Scroll down. Look up. Look way up. Thanks, Rich Williams. Appreciate it, man. It was awesome. I had a good time having him on. Trying to scroll all the way down here. Thank you, Darla. Oh, there I am all the way down. Olivier, comment ça va? Don't pronounce the Tia's name. They cut the cast on my part yesterday. Oh, wow. Thank you very much, Beth. Nice to see you. How's it going, Beth? Really nice to see you all here and for the support. And thanks for listening to Simon and I tonight. Really interesting guy. I wanted to see. I didn't even ask him. I wanted him to show me his statues. I just flip out on the statues. But I had not seen that one that you made. Awesome, man. Ground control to Major Tom. Yes, I've seen that a lot. When I'm outside, actually. I wait till a little light goes by in the sky at night. I go, I am sitting in a tin can. I'm that much of a kid. I can't say it's a kid. It's that I'm infatuated with life outside of Earth. It interests me. I want to go work there. Like I want to be on other planets. You know, I think it would be amazing getting that chance. Tony Miller's in the house. Thank you very much. Thanks again, Beth. We had fun, Simon. Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, Fatty, Meg Butterpants, thank you. Richard, thanks a lot, man, for stopping by. Sammy M, I appreciate that. Really appreciate that, you guys. A little bit of a change. Hey, Christy Lindsay. Thanks, Christy. I love you. Thank you so much. I love you so much. That is so generous, you guys. Ça va bien, mon Olivier? 10-4, man. Floyd Stats is in the house. Been an awesome time tonight. Nice change up. I hope so. Hope you guys did appreciate it. A little bit of a change. Talking about on and off stuff. You know, CE5. Look it up. Look up also Dr. Greg. Go see CE5's channel. Simon's channel. Awesome guy. But at the same time, and I will too, by the way, Simon. But do go and check Stephen Greer's channel with the language and stuff. What happened to me, Simon, is they started telling me, Bruce, you're doing just like CE5, and I was just doing it on my own to talk to this guy. It looks so stupid, dude. My neighbors laugh at me when I'm outside doing that. They're like, what the hell is he doing? They need to send up 2 famous flat earthers. Oh, geez. I thought you were going to say fat earthers. I was like, why are you calling me fat? They need to send up 2 fat earthers now. 2 flat earthers with 2 other to put that to the test. Yeah, dude, one of them is going to be flown out of the ship. They're going to fight. You just see the flat earther. Everything's okay till they get up to about 80,000 feet. Darla, thank you so much. Love you, Darla. Thanks a lot, you guys. Really appreciate that. Thanks again, Christy. I have several family members, says Tony Miller. Thanks for being here, Tony. Kai Miller, that means a lot. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Tony Miller says, I have several family members who got the job, and I'm worried about them too. Yeah. Okay, that was to Heinrich. I'm sorry for having missed a couple of conversations, you guys. We had fun. No regrets. There's Heinrich. We have to end this. Yeah, we do. I am not even allowed talking about it anymore, unfortunately. By standing up, Heinrich, we have the right to peacefully protest and stand up. We're strong. We're one. All of us are one, no matter what our religion, no matter what our cultures. We all have freedom. We all love our being in our things, our stuff. You know, when you think of it. Tav, how's it going? Nice to see you. Life is a rule, not an exception. Well said, Kai. Well said. That's true. Hello, Chris. Okay, I thought you were talking to me. Hello, Christ. Have fun with Christopher Rollins. Beth, thank you so much, Beth. Thanks, Beth. I appreciate that. Love you. Thanks, you guys. Thanks, Simon, Bruce. Laughing tonight. Great time with you all. You fellow fat earthers. Yes, that's us, the fat earthers. Oh my God, Beth. How quickly are people going to go start that channel now? Maybe I should do it before somebody like open a channel, call myself Fat Earther, and just put a fat person on it. Well, like my picture in front of it. Fat Earther. I believe in Fat Earth. Says the guy shaped like a sphere. Tav is in the house. Thanks a lot, man. Blackjack Guitar, thank you very much, my friend, for the generous contributions also. Great show, Bruce. Was a great live stream. Thanks a lot, you guys. I am going to get off because I have a phone call. Thanks again, Darla, to do, but I can't thank you all enough for the ongoing support to the channel. Obviously, tonight I'll be outside filming again. I filmed the sun all afternoon. There was nothing, but I started filming at 2 o'clock. Maybe that I missed it because I've been capturing a lot of things around 12 o'clock. Don't mean to cut you all off like that, but I do have a phone call with my son in about 30 minutes. Jesus, Murphy. She's going to town. Christy, watch it. Working her ass off again. Sending you energy your way. Again, I hear the Charlie Brown music. Love you, Christy. Damn straight, Bruce. I would absolutely love to explore the cosmos. It is just fascinating. It really is just food. Keep up your fight with the truth, bud. We are here for you. And I know it, and I appreciate it, you guys and gals, so much. A great big thank you. Olivier, merci mon frère. Thanks, man, for everything. Thanks, Kai, for subbing. I appreciate it. Lenny, same here. Same here, and I thank you all for having taken the time to stop by. Thank you so much, No Sheeple, for everything. Thanks, Simon. Yeah, I did too, brother. We're going to see each other again, my man. Got to go one last time. I ask everyone to take a second to pray for that. This is what I missed before, ZG. To pray for my Aunt Tammy. I got to go, but one last time, I ask everyone to take a second to pray for my Aunt Tammy, says ZG Ammo. Tammy, she had just found out that she had stage 4 pancreatic cancer and is terminal for the folks who weren't here in the beginning. I love you, my friend, and I am sending a lot of loving, healing energy, white light energy, and you're at the best place, man, because a lot of people here do have a lot of energy, and we've seen those people become miracles and stick around longer and feel good. And the goal here is so that she feels good, less pain every day when she's awake, the less pain possible. And I promise you that she'll be in my prayers, your Aunt Tammy. We love you guys. Thanks a lot. Love to join you in next live video chat. Hey, Crazy Penguin. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely, with pleasure. Next stream, man, we can do it. I have a stream with tomorrow, a little something with Ed's World. We're going to do something together and come on as another stream. I'm sorry. Sunday, guys. Sunday. I'll be back on doing another stream Sunday, and I will get more videos up for you all, too, also. I hope you appreciated the last video. I hope it wasn't too long. 20 minutes. And Crazy Penguin, all you have to do to remind me, bro, is next stream, come on by and hop on, my friend. There'll be nothing planned. I'll save it for you. Floyd, thanks, bro. Thanks to Floyd, the stats also, the whole family. I love you guys so much for the ongoing support and contributions. And I did have some bacon today, Floyd. I absolutely did have some bacon. Had some Canadian maple leaf bacon. Not maple leaf. What the hell? I'm thinking of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Canadian. I'm thinking of bacon with maple in it, maple syrup in it. It's not a law, but that's our ketchup here in Canada. No, it's not true. Some Canadians hate syrup, to be honest with you. We don't all play hockey. We just all have hockey sticks. It's to protect ourselves when we're driving on the highway. It's our weapon.